going well for Kim Helberg. Borough went top after a Monday night win at Sheffield United, live on Talksport 2 in February. They were 2 points clear of Coventry. They're now 9 points behind the Sky Blues. The form is poor for Borough, 10 points from a possible 24. They're 11th in the form table since mid-February when they were top of the table. And Chris Wellamo, let's analyse where that's gone wrong. Middlesbrough's last 4 home games, I think, are worth looking at. The stats have been spectacular. Those 4 home games have been against bottom half sides: Bristol City, Leicester, Charlton and Oxford. They've not won any of them, drawn 3, lost 1. In those 4 games, they've had 94 shots, scored twice. Their XG in those 4 games has totaled 7.5 goals, but they've only scored 2. They've averaged in those 4 games more than 68% possession of the ball. But here's the clincher with it. On the ball, Borough are getting into terrific areas. They're in attacking areas. The stats for successful passes in the final third for Middlesbrough, not just in the opponent's half, but specifically in the final third, are phenomenal in those 4 games. As an example, in the goalless draw with Oxford, they made 298 passes in the final third. Some teams don't make half of that in the whole game anywhere on the pitch, but it finished goalless. So what are they doing wrong?
They're not pulling the trigger, Adrian. You know, I think so nice on the eye, playing through the thirds, and I mean playing with energy. You got players running off the ball, getting into that final third. You know, those little intricate passes around the box, fantastic. But then they take on the extra pass when they're looking at the goal. They're looking at the goalie waiting for the shot. It's actually the harder decision to make the pass. But actually, it's something that I don't understand. In the last game against Bristol City, it was something I said to Adam in commentary. I says, we're not allowed to shoot in today's football anymore. You know, when you're flirting with the 18-yard line or 20 yards from goal, centrally as well, the movement, the little like giving goes around the box, fantastic. But then get the shot away. The whole point of doing that, the whole point of controlling the game of the ball, is to create opportunities and put the ball in the back of the net. And that is something this team has fallen very, very short with.
Adrian, that conversion rate is less than 10%. They rank 15th in the Championship for converting those shots into goals. And it's all well and good, you heard the clip of Kimi Helberg there, it's all well and good crying about teams that come here wanting to take throw-ins. I always thought throw-ins were part of the game and you have to take throw-ins. But the fact that he comes and says they don't want to play football from throw-ins, what does he expect them to do? Roll over and allow them to tickle their tummy? That's not how it works. He goes on about possession and highest chances, but sort your own team out when it comes to finishing. Tommy Conway has had the second highest touches of any Championship player in the penalty area. He's scored 8 goals this season. It's appalling. It really is.
Well, that is something that we spoke about this a few months ago, Adrian, about Kim Helberg and his adaptability, how he's come in and he's tweaked the team. He's made them more on the front foot, more aggressive, more possession based than even they were under Rob Edwards. But that is a very, very telling fact. You know, the conversion rate is way, way below. And I'm talking about even against Bristol City, there was 4-5 big chances in that game. Sherlock had 2 1-on-1s at 1-0 up. You know, and that's the opportunity. Tommy Conway, Callum Britton put one right on the money. He's a yard from goal. He's got to hit the target. He's got to be in the back of the net. And this is where, if the wheels do fall off, it is because of that. Because every other box is being ticked. They're controlling the game. They're getting into fantastic positions in the final third, like you've already alluded to as well. But it's about being clinical when those opportunities present themselves.
Yeah, and they've got injured players as well, which doesn't help with Hackney. Whittaker out as well as their top goal scorer. Femi Aziz from Millwall. A quick word on him, Chris, because February's Player of the Month in the Championship. He is as talismanic for Millwall as Hayden Hackney is for Borough.
100%. What the amount of goals I would have scored if he was out in the wings as well. And he unbelievable. His end product. He gets the ball. He's so direct. And you know what? It's on the money more often than not. And if he's not setting up for others and creating, he's scoring goals himself. He does everything. I love the fact that he wants the ball. He's an excellent outlet, no matter. And he's going to be important today because Middlesbrough will have more of it. So him and Negley are going to be the outlets as well. Can they get on the ball? Can they be direct? But for me, he ticks every box, Adrian.
Yep, 6 assists in his last 9 games. Femi Aziz, Millwall's main man. Very quick one on who's going to get second. I'm assuming the 3 of us agree Coventry are going to win the title. If not, then let me know. But given the amount of money spent and the squad they've grown at Ipswich, they should also go up automatically. But they keep throwing in silly results. Drawn 3 of the last 4, for example. I'm going to stick with Ipswich. Chris, earlier you said Millwall. They've got the easiest run in, haven't they?
Yes, they have. When you look at the run in, and especially if they can get something here, go unbeaten here today, I just sets it up for, I think they will go all the way. I believe in that.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm going Ipswich. Ipswich have got tough games, a majority of them away from home, but they've got the quality, they've been there and they've done it before.
Well, this could be pivotal in deciding who finishes second. This could be a very good Friday for Millwall. Win and they go second, and Borough will be left facing that jeopardy, that uncertainty of the playoffs. And talking of playoffs, get yourself on the podcast, the Fiery Fridays Talksport Daily Podcast. I have come up with the greatest football suggestion in a long time regarding the playoffs, so check that out from where you get your podcasts or on the Talksport app. Right now though, Middlesbrough and Millwall live and exclusive on Talksport with former Scotland striker Chris Owellamo alongside your commentator on Talksport, Adam Bridge.
Thanks Adrian. Just 29 days remain in this marathon championship season, and come the 2nd of May, one of these two sides could be sat on the brink of the promised land of the Premier League. This weekend could be pivotal, as could this fixture. Middlesbrough have spent over 200 days in the top two, but they've seen their advantage over Ipswich and Millwall whittled down from 7 points to just 2. Victory today would solidify that automatic promotion hopes. But a 10th away win in a second-tier season for Millwall for the first time in 39 years would see them ascend to the top 2 for the first time this campaign. It's a clash of styles, it's a clash of championship titans, and while high above us, Artemis 2 takes another huge leap for mankind en route to the moon, one of these two can take a small step towards the top flight of English football. Let's run you through those two teams. Middlesbrough, without Hackney, without Whittaker, they're unchanged from the draw against Blackburn. Brins in goal, the back three of Malander, Fry and Ayling. The wing-backs are Targett and Britton. McGree and Morris in central midfield. Both have made long journeys from international duty this week. Brown and Conway will provide the support to Strelic, who is up top today. As for Millwall, 2 changes from the draw against Ipswich. Patterson's in goal. It's a back 4 for them today of Crammer, Taylor, Cooper and Sturge. The midfield, Denor and Mitchell, and then the 3 supporting Ivanovic up top, Aziz, Coburn and Negley. And you mentioned Aziz a few moments ago, 8 goals so far this season. He'd only scored 4 championship goals in his career prior to this time round. It shows the kind of form that he currently finds himself in. The man in charge today is Anthony Backhouse. Let's have a look at the 2 benches for you. For Middlesbrough, Wildsmith, Bangura, Edmondson, Munro, Sarmiento, McCabe, Sene, Gilbert and Eva are the substitutes for them. It's a weak bench compared to how it's looked in recent weeks. Crocombe, Bryan, McNamara, Bannon, Mazusako, Cundall, Langstaff, Watson and Barrow are the substitutes for Millwall. Both teams in their huddle. Millwall in their usual blue shirts, white shorts and blue socks. It's the all red for Middlesbrough away to our left hand side, and they're going to defend the north stand in the opening 45 minutes. There's not an empty seat in the house at the Riverside. The wind is blowing. It's Good Friday lunchtime, and this starts a packed weekend of Easter football across the Talksport network. It's going to be Middlesbrough to get us underway, and Chris, I want to know, where is this game going to be won today?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be one in the middle of the pitch. You know, you're looking at Mitchell, Denor, Morris, McGree, Brown. You know, who's going to go on the ball? I think Millwall will concede possession, but they've got to get in the face. They've got to step up every opportunity when they can. When that ball gets passed back, it's important. The likes of that defence, when you're looking at Taylor and Cooper, can they step up, make sure that defensive unit is pushing that midfield on so they can go press as a unit.
We are off and running, and Middlesbrough have possession, and their captain Dale Fry immediately gives his first touch of the game to Sol Bryn away to our left hand side. The ball launched forward wide on that left hand side for Middlesbrough, a little more direct than we usually see, and Fry then with a second opportunity here to lift it inside the Millwall half. The header out from Callum Taylor, it breaks towards the edge of the centre circle. Good work from Coburn to try and keep possession, and the right boot of Callum Britton is required, and it sets away down that left hand side. The advancing Tommy Conway, but it's well defended this time by Crammer on that right hand side, who immediately puts the ball into touch off of the hard working Conway, and that's out for a throw on the far side to Millwall.
Well, you've called it already. Middlesbrough going a little bit more direct, and I think under the press, you're looking at the front 5 there going and forcing an issue for Millwall, and it's Billy Mitchell that just kind of takes up that little position between that midfield and defensive unit as well. So important. Denor, can you go and help Ivanovic, Coburn, the likes of Negley and Aziz, go and try and force the issue?
They've only won 2 of their last 8 championship games since the 9th of February when they beat Sheffield United of Middlesbrough. The run has been poor. It's been slightly worse here, as we've been talking about. 4 games without a victory. They do get restless. There were boos on the full-time whistle. In the game against Bristol City, having led the way in the second half and had plenty of opportunities to gain all 3 points and then to concede in the 96th minute. They weren't happy leaving the Riverside for sure. Here's Britton with some space down the right-hand side. Early ball into the edge of the penalty. Slips away nicely, the shot deflected over the crossbar. Early effort. And it's away for a corner, away to our right-hand side. Tommy Conway with a shot.
Well, it's excellent. He started the move. Excellent centrally. He comes and presents himself. Puts it out to Callum Britton. And this is a player that I think he's outstanding. Energy, end product. Puts the ball right across in the money as well. Tommy Conway. And I've got to say, it's Billy Mitchell that goes and gets that challenge. It takes it over the crossbar as well there, Adam. So again, without the ball, they know the responsibilities and definitely throwing their body on the line there.
Here's the corner. Matt Targett will take it down the right-hand side for Middlesbrough. 2 minutes gone. You're listening to Talksport. Middlesbrough 0, Millwall 0. Target to take. McGree offering an option short. Instead, he puts it into the danger zone. The flick headers over the bar. It was a decent run towards the ball from Alan Brown at the near post. Got the touch on it. Perhaps should have done better. It's over the crossbar.
You're spot on. He got away from his man. It's an excellent ball in from Target. He's watching the ball. He's ready to flight the ball fantastically well. He's got to hit the target. All the pace is on the cross itself. He's got to work the goalkeeper there. So important. It's an opportunity, isn't it? Gets away from Coburn as well. Directs the ball. I think he's trying to generate power. I don't think you have to. It's all about the connection then. Just that glance. All the pace is on the cross.
Patterson certainly taking his time over this goal kick. That will already start to irritate Kim Hellberg for sure, but he's got some decent purchase on it inside the penalty area. Here is the attack from Ivanovic to the right hand side, plays the ball across and it's defended. It's back into the danger zone. Coburn working hard there at the penalty spot, and in the end he's flagged as being offside as that ball was pumped in towards him. And Millwall have got defending to do immediately because Middlesbrough are on the attack down the right hand side. Callum Britton again at the edge of the penalty area, pulls it across. McGree helps on his way towards Strelec, and in the end has to be a good foot in from Camille Negley to put it behind for another corner.
You know what I'm going to say? Callum Britton again, fantastic from McGree as well. He's driving forward, great way to pass into the path of Britton. As soon as he gets it back, why is he looking for Strelec? He's in the D. Take your touch and get your shot away, or take it on first time. Okay, he's tried to get it to Strelec and it's defended to get a corner, but that's another opportunity where he's in space. Have a little scan. He's a good player.
Almost 4 minutes played on Talksport, second quarter of the game already for Middlesbrough, who've started this game on fire. Millwall are circling the wagons inside the penalty area already, and we're only 4 minutes into the game. 0-0 it remains. Target will take this corner again on the right hand side for Middlesbrough. Left-footed, he's going to go short this time to the right edge of the box, where Callum Britton can now swing a ball in. It breaks towards the edge of the box. The shot driven in first time, and then over the bar from the edge of the 6-yard area. The initial shot from Luke Ayling, and then fired over the top by Dale Fry. Surely he's got to hit the target from there. He's only 6 yards out, and he's ballooned it miles over.
Well, there's no question about it. It's a great little work corner. Callum Britton again, end product coming in, and it's kept alive. It's a scrappy one. For me, he's onside. He's ready to fight the ball, but you know what it is? He's afraid he's going to get hit. He's afraid Parsons going to come out and hit him. Who cares? Get your goal, hit it into the ground. If you take a little knock, so be it. But you put your team 1-0 up. He should be hitting the target there.
Dale Fry, captain, 2 goals already to his name this season. He's only scored 2 in the last 6 years prior to the 2 he's managed so far this campaign. Recovered from a little niggle he had to return against Blackburn, and really should have put his side in front. And Millwall are all over the place at the moment. They've been caught on the hop here by this very direct attacking that's coming from Middlesbrough. Certainly not the slow, patient build-up that we're used to seeing. They're very much playing on the front foot and direct.
Yeah, well, I've got to say, I've got to eat my words here, because I thought the defensive line would have dropped. They've kept it high. That allows the likes of Denor, Mitchell, Coburn, Negley's even dropped inside because Sturgis is bombing on forward, and they're just crowding out in there. Look at this.
Brilliant run here by Denor with a shot, saved by Bryn. Excellent from Millwall. Lovely football, opened them up, and it fell really nicely for Denor from about 25 yards out, but comfortable save for Bryn in the end.
Yeah, and it's having that understanding in that transition without the ball. Look at this, that front 5 really making it difficult, and then Bryn has to go long, and this is where playing into the strengths, and it's about picking up second balls as well now.
Conway's working hard and fighting on that far side with Tristan Crammer out of play for a throw to Middlesbrough midway inside the Millwall half. 6 minutes gone on Talksport, 0-0.
Well, you were coming for Conway before the game started, weren't you? And this is something that he brings, albeit he might take maybe 11 chances to get that one goal, but he works so hard. You can never question his work ethic, and he actually creates some space for others and bring players into play as well.
Last open play goal from him was in that win against Sheffield United on February the 9th, so not as prolific as you would hope, but so far, yes, he started the game well. 6.5 minutes in, 0-0. Down this right-hand side, Ayling coming forward. He's fouled, according to the referee. That's a soft one.
Yeah.
Josh Coburn with a challenge, midway inside the Millwall half. Dangerous position for a free kick for Middlesbrough.
Well, I like Coburn, that physicality as well. He uses his body well. It's going to be an excellent battle with him and Fry. We've already seen a few tussles there. Nothing in that for me. As a striker coming back, shoulder, Ayling needs to get himself in the gym, doesn't he, there? Because it's he's very lucky that the referee's he's given that as well, because Millwall had an opportunity to break in that transition.
Just for the listener at home, so do I if you're going to start demonstrating on me like that. A bit too close for comfort. Midway inside the Middlesbrough half then, and no surprise that Callum Britton, with the quality of his delivery, is over this free kick. It's probably about 15, maybe 20 yards inside Millwall territory to the right of centre, and there are a string of red shirts all along the edge of the penalty area. In fact, nobody's back, everyone's forward here as Britton prepares to launch this. There are 7 red shirts inside the box looking to try and get on the end of this from Callum Britton. He waits a moment, then he delivers right-footed again towards the back post, and it's a free header for Malanda, beautifully placed, but over the crossbar once more.
Well, I'm going to say this man again, on the money, his delivery, end product, every time Callum Britton. And I've got to say, Milanda's attacked it very well, and I'm sitting thinking they're going to play short, because you look at the strengths of this Millwall side, the physicality they've got there. It's an excellent whip ball over that front man, and Malanda attacks it ever so well, albeit he's marshalled very, very well there with Kramer as well.
Remember, Millwall have kept the most clean sheets in the Championship this season, 15 in total. Also fairly expert when it comes to set pieces as well, with 22 goals. Only Coventry have managed to secure more. It's a long one forward this time from Patterson, and out of play for a throw to Middlesbrough.
So this is when Coburn just has to have that kind of polite word with the referee. He's got 2 on him every time there. I thought it was a Millwall throw, but you know, he's reacted well.
He's tried to win it on the far side, but Middlesbrough have got possession again on this near side with Callum Britton. Ayling is there playing the right side of the 3 centre-halves today. New contract signed this week to 2027 for Luke Ayling. Kim Hellberg saying some very lovely things about him in the press conference this week. Very worthy of that contract and growing into this side, of course. He's got experience of going up to the 34-year-old, promoted with Leeds back in 19 and 20 season. And now at Middlesbrough, playing in that centre-half role at times, which he seems to enjoy. Yeah,
when you're looking at the likes of Denor and Mitchell for Millwall, you can tell that Alex Neil's instructed them to just look into the channels, just that blind pass, and that's when the likes of Femi Aziz and Negley, they've got to be alive to that as well. I thought it was on there for Billy Mitchell just to play it into the feet of Aziz, but he's always looking in.
Oh, little slip that time by Fry at the back, and has got Coburn into the byline, who wins the corner for Millwall on that right-hand side. That was poor from Dale Fry. He slipped and allowed Coburn just to nip in, and he's done his side well to win that first set piece of the game.
Always means a little bit more when you come back to one of your old clubs, doesn't it? You know, he's working, you know, very tirelessly as well, done ever so well there. Had no right to get possession of the ball. He was up there on his own, so he done the right thing, just getting it off of Fry to win the corner.
First away appearance at Middlesbrough for Coburn. 46 league appearances here during his time, 10 league goals. That corner swung into the back post and over the top of everyone. The target there was Caleb Taylor, who was coming round the back, but there's too much on that delivery, and it'll be a goal kick to Middlesbrough away to our left-hand side. We've had 10 minutes on Talksport. Middlesbrough 0, Millwall 0. A reminder, the first of 3 live games for you today from the Championship. West Brom against Wrexham is live on Talksport 2 this afternoon from 3, and back on Talksport tonight from 8. You can get Coventry against Derby and Middlesbrough playing it out from the back under pressure, and they've conceded a throw level with their own penalty area on this left-hand side. Too tricky, and not the time to do it with such a high press.
No, well, I'm just looking down at Alex Neil stepping up, and we've got the monitor right in front of us. He's telling his team to go, get up, get press, force the issue. Middlesbrough, again, they want to get the ball out, they want to play through the thirds. They can usually play through a high press, but it is a gamble.
Sturge gives it short, the throw to Negley. Sturge down this left-hand side, tries to get beyond Tommy Conway, who is back doing defending on this occasion. Here's the throw from this left-hand side again, to be delivered by Zach Sturge, career best season for performance appearances and goal involvements as well. Sturge, he's got a decent throw as well into the danger zone, but it lands at the feet of Ayling, who tries to bring it clear, and then he gets the help of Conway. Challenge coming in from Casper Denor, and the referee again gives the free kick. It looks fairly shoulder to shoulder. There's a little bit of afters as well then. Tommy Conway getting involved on the halfway line, and Riley McGree as well. And the referee's got some sorting out to do here, because there was a bit of pushing.
Well,
and
he's got a decision to make as well. I don't understand why Conway has to bring his arms up now. You look at the size of Jake Cooper as well. There's no reason for him to fall to ground there. But it gives the referee a decision to make, who's watching the scenario. What I have to say there, when Casper Denor is pressing Tommy Conway, I don't think Negley has to go to ground. I think Denor was always going to get the ball. He was always going to win the ball there. Silly from Conway.
I think McGree is the one who actually made the push in the end. He's the one who's getting spoken to by Anthony Backhouse. And I think it's going to be McGree and Cooper here. Both may well end up with yellow cards. Long talking to, a lot of finger pointing going on, and they are both going into the referee's book early on.
Well, he's dealt with it well. You know, I think there's no time for it in the game. If it was McGree, yeah, you cannot raise your hands, and the big man, stay on your feet. You know, at the end of the day, let's look at the referee and say, what are you doing there?
Don't forget the breaking news from the Premier League today as well. Enzo Fernandez dropped from the Chelsea squad. According to Liam Rossini, he's going to miss a couple of games after his talk of a move to Real Madrid. You can get the latest on that story via the website, talksport.com. And don't forget Jason Cundy with the phone in from 5:30 here on Talksport today. Ayling looks to take the free kick quickly down the right-hand side. Too much on that. Callum Britton's never going to get there. As the sun comes out at the Riverside, it spins away. Prop will be a goal kick away to our right-hand side for Patterson.
Yeah, but it's surprising that he's going direct here. Ayling, give it into Morris, get it back, try and get a foothold in the game, get those little passes in. At the minute, they've not strung probably more than 3-4 passes together in this game already, and that's down to how well structured and organised this Millwall side is.
13 minutes played, you're listening to Talk Sport. Middlesbrough 0, Millwall 0. Millwall have it on halfway. A reminder, second against fourth in the Championship. Whoever wins today will be second going into the second round of fixtures on Easter Monday, of course. Particularly because Ipswich aren't in action today, because they were due to play Southampton, who are in FA Cup action, live on Talksport tomorrow evening. Millwall on the attack at the edge of the penalty. That's brilliant stuff by Ivanovic. Tries to turn and get the shot away, and then he's penalised for a foul in the end on Matt Targett inside the penalty area. But the link up there between Denor and Ivanovic was very nice from Millwall. Yeah,
it was. You know, again, just putting that pressure on Solbrin as well there. As soon as it's Denor, he goes forward. Ivanovic, good little close control, and it's just clever from Targett. I don't think there's much contact. He was already going to ground before there was any. I'm just looking at the contact now in the moment, nothing at all. He actually stands on the foot of Ivanovic, Targett, and goes down. So again, very fortunate to get the free kick there.
Funnily enough, wasn't given by the assistant on the far side, but was given on this near side. It was Emily Carney on the far side who didn't raise her flag, but the referee, whose view was obscured, decided it was a foul, interestingly enough. Middlesbrough have possession on that far side. They have the ball on halfway this time. Fry has it, gives it short to Ayling. Ayling with a bit of space to burst into here towards halfway. Clips the ball the outside of his right boot, but no one's making the run into the penalty area, and it's safely into the arms of Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, but when you say no one's making the run, there's no run they can make there. I've got to say, better there from Middlesbrough. Ayling done the right thing driving through, but when you look at the Millwall side without the ball, they're really making it difficult. So when Ayling gets his head up, there's no options on, so it has to go to feet. But the Middlesbrough are comfortable playing like that. Give it to feet, get it back, you know, recycle it, move this Millwall side around, and then that'll create the opportunity. But at the minute, Middlesbrough second best.
Brilliant tackle by Negley to win that one back for Millwall. Edge of the penalty area. Negley with the first time shot blocked by Fry inside the penalty area. Bounces up in the air. Negley will come across, and actually in the end it will ricochet off of Negley, unfortunately, and go out of play away to our left-hand side for a goal kick. But some of those midfield duels, the likes of Negley and Mitchell and Denor, they're winning them time and time again.
No, they are. They've basically, Negley's kind of went more inside now. They're kind of matching up. So Aidan Morris, look at this, he's getting no time in the ball. Melander's trying to affect it. Denor's going on to Aidan Morris when Negley goes on to Melander. It's fantastic without the ball, and then with the ball they're actually using it well as well. But I need a little bit more from Femi Aziz.
Oh yeah, I was going to say Solbrin there has just had to punt it forward into no man's land and allow Millwall to regather possession. They've given it back though, and now here's a chance for Alan Brown on that left-hand side for Middlesbrough. 7 or 8 yards outside his own penalty area. Gives it to Malander again, who goes back to Bryn, but the work is being done up top time and time again here by Coburn and by Ivanovic, and then by the supporting Negley to put pressure on Middlesbrough. They found a way out this time as Targett comes off the wing and tries to slip a ball through. McGree on the right-hand side will chase after it towards the corner flag, and he gets there first this time, but it's good defending in the end from Jake Cooper. He's run it into touch though, and it's out of play, and it's going to be a throw right by the corner flag for Middlesbrough on the right-hand side.
Well, Riley McGree's done ever so well to just keep that one alive as well.
Britton gives it to Ayling. Ayling edge of the penalty area, trying to find room to deliver. Instead goes out to McGree. McGree cuts onto his left foot, looking to deliver it, edge of the box, slips it through to Callum Britton, who's onside. Britton drives the shot, good save, low down to the right-hand side by Patterson, and in the end the whistle is blown by the referee, and it will be a free kick for Millwall.
Well, it's fantastic play. Riley McGree's, Sturridge has actually hurt himself there because he's just dropped him inside. Great little ball into the box as well. But I've got to say, like you say, Patterson, excellent little save. I don't think he knew too much about it. But Ayling receiving the ball, fantastic quality from McGree. Just about putting the ball into the box, little reverse one as well, plays it across. It's an excellent little save from Patterson. A lot of bodies running across the path of the ball as well there.
Ended up being a double save, I think, in the end, as a ricochet off one of his defenders went back towards goal. Patterson's done well since his arrival from Sunderland, of course, 3 clean sheets so far. Well, that's an excellent ball over the top. More from Aziz required. It was on this occasion, but Malander is up to the task and puts it into touch on the far side. Yeah,
that's what you want from Aziz. Just his touch allowed the ball to get away, allowed Malander to come in and get that interception there. But that's it. That's the outlet. That's what you want.
Throw on that far side for Millwall. Level with the angle of the penalty area. Not committing too many bodies forward, although 5 or 6 have now made their way into the penalty area away to our left-hand side. They've gone short, and it's gone back to Aziz. It wasn't the best of layoffs on that occasion, just about keeps the ball in. Now we'll put a ball through towards the edge of the Middlesbrough penalty area. Dale Fry will come out and meet it first time. Little nudge by Strelec there. Surely the referee saw that. He lets it go as Millwall nod forward. There's a table back made in the middle of the park there, surely by Aidan Morris on that occasion, but the referee again says no and lets play go.
Yeah, it was 2 free kicks in my opinion. You know, he's in the air, isn't he, Denor, and Strelec just goes into the back of him.
Brown finds Britton towards the edge of the box for Middlesbrough, and again interception required, throwing down the right hand side for Middlesbrough, level with the edge of the 6-yard area.
Well, this is going to be the outlet, isn't it, for Middlesbrough, you know, down this right hand side. This is where they're getting that joy. You know, Britton, McGree floating out there as well.
Here is Britton trying to skip inside the penalty area beyond Sturridge, but the foul on Sturridge for a little tug of the shirt, given on the near side by Paul Hodgkinson, the assistant, and it's out for what will be a free kick for Millwall away to our right hand side. We've had 19 minutes. You're listening to EFL Live on Talksport with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m. 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability. Price may vary. Patterson to clear away to our right hand side. Tasted promotion, of course, last season with Sunderland, did Anthony Patterson, but been out in the cold throughout this campaign before joining Millwall. A bit harsh as well on Max Crocombe, had played 23 games for Millwall. They'd done relatively well, to be fair, in goal for Millwall, but Patterson, I think Alex Neil felt they just needed that extra bit of quality if they were going to get promotion.
That's the difference, isn't it? You know, doesn't matter if you're doing well, the manager's got to believe, and he thought Patterson, obviously coming in, having that quality, that experience, just gives them that little bit of an edge, and so important as well. Middlesbrough starting to get a few little passes in.
They are. Here's McGree on this right hand side. Britton midway inside the Millwall half. Again, he sweeps the ball to the edge of the penalty area. Nice turn from Brown. Here on the left hand side is Targett trying to play a ball in. Didn't really whip it, more past it into the penalty area, and it was easily dealt with that time by Caleb Taylor.
Well, I don't think it's a bad ball from Targett there. He's just trying to slip it in right at the centre of the 6-yard line, in between the last defender and goalkeeper. But I need a little bit more from Conway or Strelec there. Someone's got to make the move.
Good knockdown that finds Conway towards the byline down that left hand side. Brown's waiting at the edge of the penalty area. His attempted cross is half blocked out. Malander will pick it up as he advances forward within 25 yards of the Millwall goal. Here's Britton down the right hand side. We're going to try and get beyond Denor. Britton tries to get the cross in. Denor stands firm, and it's behind for a Middlesbrough corner on this right hand side.
I think they know, fantastic defending in there. I just want Britain the end product as well. Just put your delivery. You don't have to beat your man. He's cut back, having to take him on again there. He's expecting Nathan Morris to kind of come and do the overlap, but he's already got the yard. Just put it across the face of goal. You've got 6-7 red shots in there.
Target will come across, and with his left boot will deliver the corner again on this near side, the right hand side for Middlesbrough. Once more, Riley McGree is the short option, and everyone lurking in almost a diagonal line across the back edge of the penalty area here for Middlesbrough, looking to try and come in and attack it. Nodded back across the face of goal, and out that time well by Cooper. Driven shot from the edge of the penalty area by Britton is deflected out to the left hand side, where Dale Fry will pick it up, feeds it back to Morris. Morris looking to cut infield. The American just checks his run for a moment, goes wide to that far side, and now they'll look to build again on this near touch line with Britton, although Britton's gone into a central position as he picks it up, goes out wide once more. Now it's Ayling with room to run forward, thinks about the shot, or at least faking the shot, and that's well defended by Crammer on the far side, and Millwall will try and bring it away, much to the annoyance of the Middlesbrough supporters around us who felt a free kick was deserving. Here's Sturge down this left hand side, now advancing into Middlesbrough territory. Poor ball to try and find Ivanovic, way too far ahead of him into the channel, and easily picked up by Ayling, who then launches a long ball forward, and it's a good header one on that far side by Crammer, and now comes down inside the centre circle for Alan Brown. It's all Middlesbrough at the moment in terms of meaningful possession. Here's Morris, forward again to McGree. Out wide on the right hand side is Britton. McGree onto his left foot, gives it to Morris. Now they find Britton level with the edge of the penalty area on this right hand side. He's got support from Strelic, who's hardly been in the game so far. They keep the ball well, then win it back there, Middlesbrough inside the box. They want the corner, and the referee gives them the corner on the right hand side.
Well, it is all Middlesbrough now. They're picking up second balls, really forcing the issue, and it was a real opportunity for Zach Sturge as well. In that transition, he had so much time and space, and the energy that he's got. Drive forward, commit the defender before you pass it. You know, he's looking for Negley, or I think it was Ivanovic that was coming into that space. Keep possession of the ball.
As well as an extravaganza of Easter football this weekend, including all 4 of those FA Cup quarter-finals. Of course, Manchester City, Liverpool tomorrow lunchtime, live and exclusive to Talksport from 12:45. Don't forget, we've got Chisora against Wilder Saturday night from 10 as well on Talksport 2. The build-up will be over on Talksport 2. Here's the corner, swung in and cleared away quite comfortably in the end, only as far as Morris down that left hand side. Now an opportunity maybe to run, targets over this near side, so it's Conway who's doing the hard work, tees it up for Ayling again, 25 yards out, again he thinks about the shot, then gives it to Target, help to McGree inside the box, gets to the byline, pulls it back with no real power on it, and it's easily cleared, and Coburn's going to try and get there ahead of Ayling. He goes down, he looks in some discomfort here. Bryn though will sweep the ball up. Coburn's down on halfway, looks like his left shoulder is in some discomfort. Middlesbrough will carry on playing though, will they? Malanda has it on halfway, and you can listen to the home support. Malanda for a moment was going to put the ball out of play. The home supporters tell him no way. Here's Conway on that far side. Conway gets the crossover, and it's nodded behind and out of play by Jake Cooper.
Well, I'll just have to say what happened there. So the ball was a 50-50, I've got to say. Coburn's went for it, Ayling slid, and he smashed Coburn as well. He's went down, I think he's landed awkwardly on his shoulder. Kim Hillberg started getting the fans going and clapping right in front of Alex Steele. I was surprised that he could restrain himself. He kept his calm there, but it just shows you the emotion.
Here's the corner on that far side for Middlesbrough. First from their left, so it'll be the right-footed in-swinger from Britton. We've had almost 25 minutes on Talksport. Middlesbrough 0, Millwall 0 at the Riverside. Adrian's around the grounds from 2:30 this afternoon. Busy afternoon of EFL football for you, with commentary of West Brom Wrexham over on Talksport 2. Here's the corner, right-footed, edge of the 6-yard area. Ayling's the player going up for it, but it gets a deflection and just skips away from him. Comes out on this right edge of the penalty area, where it's picked up again by Morris, and then Brown towards the back post. Diving header. Dale Fry makes amends for his earlier error. Wonderful header, threw himself at it, point-blank range, and the captain celebrates in front of the fans in the south stand. Middlesbrough have the goal they deserve, and they've got the lead at the Riverside. 25 minutes gone, Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0.
Well, it's a wonderful goal. Excellent ball as well. Just about being alive to the second phase. Just clipped in, wasn't it? Just beat everyone. Dale Fry reads the flight of the ball and just makes sure it's the contact. Goes with power. And I've got to say, Patterson can't do anything there. It's near post as well. Fantastic header. But it's just about being alive to that second phase, Adam. Being on the front foot. Defensively, can Millwall get out there and stop that cross coming in? I think it was Ivanovic who gets that contact first, but then it's all about just making sure you're stepping up. You're looking at Sturge, has to step out a little bit more as well, and then a fantastic little quality float ball to the back post. Excellent header from Dale Fry.
Brave header as well. We talked last time about the opportunity he missed. He didn't want to get clattered. He didn't care that time, did he? Threw himself at it.
You've got to throw yourself at it as well, hasn't he? He's read the flight of the ball on both occasions as well. And he's went into the post there as well. Fantastic header, excellent ball.
Third championship goal of the season for Dale Fry, as I mentioned earlier. He'd only scored 2 in the last 10, I think, prior. Excellent header. And the opening goal for Middlesbrough. And it's been coming, to be fair. Long ball down this left-hand side. Played by Jake Cooper towards the edge of the Middlesbrough box. The charge was on for Ivanovic, couldn't get there. Ayling then will clip a ball over the top. Cooper will win the header once more. Good play that time by Negley. Edge of the penalty area. Ivanovic is chasing after it. Fry this time has to clear it out of play, which he does, and he does it very well off the advancing Ivanovic and out for a goal kick away to our left-hand side. So that would really strengthen Middlesbrough's position if it stays like this. They'll move up to 74 points. That obviously would put them 5 clear of Millwall, 5 clear of Ipswich, but Ipswich would still have 2 games in hand.
Yeah, but you look at the way that they kind of weathered the storm. Millwall came out, they had to go and fight. It was a little bit scrappy. They went a little bit more direct. Then they started getting those passes in, showing the quality, getting into good areas as well. They've now got the goal, so they have to keep up. They have to weather the storm again and make sure they control and manage this game properly.
The one thing you can say about Millwall is they do score goals. They've scored in the last 14 championship games. So maybe Middlesbrough will need more than one. And that's been their issue in recent times here at the Riverside. They've either scored none or just one. And that's allowed other teams back into games. Here they are, scrapping flat at the edge of their own penalty area. Brilliantly done by Target. Now the counter's on. It's a 3-on-2 for Middlesbrough. Slip to the right-hand side. A chance here for Alan Brown or Aidan Morris inside the box. Still going, Morris pulls it back. The shot, McGree, is blocked at the edge of the 6-yard area. Now Britton, right-hand side, tees it up again, and the right-footed clip from McGree curls over the top of the crossbar. What an opportunity. I'm not sure he played the right ball, but Chris, you'll know better than me.
I'll tell you what, it was everything about it was excellent. When it was 3-on-2, wasn't it? Goes out to Aidan Morris as well there. It's close control. I don't think he knows too much about it, but then he has the composure just to cut it back. But it's this defensive block for me. Wow. Taylor as well just throws himself at it and has to as well, because McGree gets everything behind it. And then that's when it's a little bit of chaos there. A little bit more quality composure's needed. Probably to kind of move the ball again. When he gets possession of it, he goes for the shot from a tight angle, McGree.
Thoughts of Chris Iwelumo, the former Burnley, Watford, Wolves, you name it, striker. And there's a shot coming in from the edge of the penalty area from Ivanovic. Took a deflection, and it had Sol Bryn spinning away to his right-hand side. And it wasn't far away from the right-hand upright. And it took everyone by surprise. But the deflection, I think, was what caught Bryn out. And in the end, it's gone out of play for a corner.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic. Close control as well. He's on set, just a little one-off, reading it off of Coburn as well. Knows exactly where the goal is. Takes a shot on, and it comes off the heel of Melander as well. And the spin, it's just taking it away from Solbrin and just misses that far post.
How will Millwall respond here to go and a goal behind down this left-hand side? Femi Aziz will deliver the corner left-footed. Oh, it's a dreadful corner. Doesn't even get beyond the edge of the 6-yard area, and it's poked out. And Alex Neil will arrive in his technical area with a bit of rage.
Yeah, it's been a couple. Femi Aziz, very unlike him. 3 corners he's had and only one has been a decent ball. Has to be better. Those are opportunities for Millwall to really kind of put Middlesbrough under a little bit of pressure.
Cooper gets it out to Caleb Taylor on halfway. Clips a ball down that right-hand side. Cramer's on the charge. He's not going to get there. It's going to run out of play. And that will be a goal kick away to our left-hand side. So a reminder, tomorrow we've got all those FA Cup games for you. Starting at 12:45, Manchester City against Liverpool. That game is live and exclusive to Talksport. 5:15 it's Chelsea against Port Vale, and then Southampton against Arsenal rounds the day off at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then on Sunday afternoon, the last of the FA Cup quarter-finals plus the semi-final draw, that's underway at 4:30, West Ham United against Leeds. Plenty more football before that, of course, from the EFL and the Championship, including this lunchtime. High in the northeast, cloudy day, the wind is howling, storms are on their way, but for the moment, lovely conditions for a game of football. 31 minutes in, Middlesbrough leading Millwall by 1-0. Throw on this near side will be Middlesbrough's, midway inside their own half. The question with Middlesbrough now, they've got that early goal. You and I talked before the game about how an early goal today would be important to kind of open the game up. Are we going to see Middlesbrough keep pushing on? Are we going to see them drop deep? What's the plan of action?
Well, I think it goes on the opponents. I think this Millwall side, I don't think the game plan changes at 0-0, 1-0, whatever it may be. They're still playing the same. That front five are kind of going, and it's Billy Mitchell that's just being the kind of the divide in between the defensive unit and that attacking five. So Middlesbrough again get those little passes in, control the game, and then play off the cuff. You know, at the minute they can't go all out. They've got the goal. They don't need to score another goal to win the game. They just don't need to concede, and that's been something that they have faltered with.
Ailing's down here claiming an elbow, I think, from Coburn. Referee not taking it too seriously. No card being brandished. I think it was just in the attempts to get the ball. It was a stray left hand actually around the side of Ailing's head, I think, that caused the issue on this occasion. So it'll be a free kick for Middlesbrough, just short of halfway. Ailing has it and gives it down this right hand side to Aidan Morris. Picked up nicely by Strelec, who's on the charge now towards the edge of the penalty area. Strelec on his left foot tries the shot, deflected over the bar, and another corner for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, fantastic from Strelec as well, driving forward, marshalling by Sturge. Alex Neil's going mad at the fourth because the ball did go out of play right in front of him as well. But again, Sturge had to make sure that he followed him all the way and just got that timely block in just to take it over the bar.
Corner on the far side, the left-hand side for Middlesbrough. Callum Britton's across. There's two who've come to offer a short option. Already scored, of course, from a header via Dale Fry. There are 6 red shirts inside that penalty area. In fact, there's a 7th gone in now as well. So Middlesbrough look to take advantage of another set piece towards the back post. It's straight down the throat of Patterson. Malander was the closest Middlesbrough player, but too easy for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, again, good hands as well. Patterson straight on him. Was well aware of the space around him as well. But this is where the goal came from. Second phase from the ball coming in the box. So make sure, go put it in the money. Make Millwall have to defend. Like you say, really force the issue when the chances present itself at dead ball situations from wide areas.
The ironic cheers as Patterson puts the ball into touch on that far side, direct from inside his own penalty area, allowing Middlesbrough to try and build again with Targett and Malander on that far side. It's back with Ailing right at the edge of his own box, being pressurised all the time by Ivanovic. One on this near side by Cooper. Out to Sturge, who takes it down under pressure from Britton. Skips past the first 2 challenges. Then it skips rather fortuitously for Casper De Noor on this near side. Into touch for a throw. Level with the edge of the box for Millwall.
Yeah, well, the referees gave the throw in the wrong way. I thought Callum Britton done ever so well there just to get his body between ball and man. The Nor's just tried to take it away. He's got himself in there and just kind of ushered the ball out. Now they have to kind of be switched on, make sure they defend this long throw from Sturge.
First of his, didn't really drop into the danger zone. He'll have another go this time. It is level with the edge of the penalty area on this left-hand side. Sturge in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's flicked on and helped on its way. Targett gets it out, only as far as the edge of the penalty area. Sliding tackle from De Noor. And now again there's a 3-on-2 here potentially for Middlesbrough if they can get possession of the ball. Little tug on the shirt that time on Billy Mitchell, and it allows Millwall to have the free kick.
Well, you tell me what the whole point of a long throw is. Alright, Sturge has put it in. I've got to say Cooper's helped it on. Femi Aziz caught on his heels. How can Targett get there but Femi Aziz not? This is where you've got to be switched on, because he's getting an opportunity at bang on the penalty spot to get that first contact, and coming onto his feet. He can use both as well. Just make sure you get that shot away there, but he's got to be alive to it. He's been off it today.
I was going to say, we've not seen the quality we expected from Femi Aziz. 15 goal contributions so far in the Championship this season, 8 goals and 7 assists as well. Hasn't scored a Championship goal since against Birmingham. That was back in February, and today, well, he's not really impressing Chris Iwelumo so far. in the opening 35 minutes of this game.
Yeah, but he's a big game player. This is when you need him to step up, take responsibility, drop deep, go on the ball, make things happen, drive at your man. How many times have you seen him run at target?
Casper De Norre is caught by two on this occasion, one of them being Aidan Morris, the other being Callum Britton, and now it's with Strelec. And Strelec out wide to the left-hand side. Here's McGree. McGree left-hand edge of the box, plays the ball in early. Blocked out by Crammer behind for a corner.
Well, he's received the ball there, McGree, and he can take his first touch into the 18-yard box, but he stops it and he's looking across for the pass. Why not take it into the box and get your shot away? Too many times you talk about the getting into the final third, making the pass, but the whole point of that is to get a sighted goal, and he had that. If he takes a better first touch there into the box, he's committed to the defender. As soon as the defender comes across, then he can release the shot, or he can pass it back, or cut it across the face of goal.
You're listening to the EFL Live on Talksport, where it remains Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Middlesbrough cementing that position second in the table as things stand. Right-footed corner, swung towards the edge of the box again. Up is Fry. They want a handball, and it's instead out for another corner on this near side. Referee making most of these decisions very non-committal by the assistant on this near side.
Yeah, I've got to say, another excellent ball into the box. Millwall having to be switched on, concentrated, having to defend well. 2v1 in Middlewall's favour there as well, and it was Fry again that kept it alive. And asking for a handball. Never knew nothing about that, Billy Mitchell.
Here's the corner from this right-hand side again. So we've seen a few from Britain. Here's a chance for Target again. Once more, they're all lurking around the back post. Melander is the one nearest the goalkeeper. They've gone for a short, well-worked one into the near post, looking for a flick this time. Doesn't work. Target gives it to Ayling. Ayling tries to cross, blocked behind, and out of play again for another corner on this right-hand.
That's Alan Brown, who's got away twice with that ball from McGree to the near post, and there it was just basically he's mistimed the connection. He's not connected to with the ball properly, but he's got away from Coburn too many times. Look at the space. Even here, you're looking at Callum Britton. McGree can play it to Callum Britton, he can get his shot away, he can just clip it to the back.
Target in towards Ayling, lays it off to McGree, who drives it, hits Ayling. Second chance maybe for Strelec, it's blocked on the line and cleared away on this near side in the end by Caleb Taylor.
Yeah, it was fantastic there. It was fantastic. You know, excellent quality, keeping it alive straight away. And I think it was Femi Aziz that just got that final contact. You know, he had to be alive to it, because if he's not there, it's just rolling into the bottom right-hand corner.
Here is Taylor again, just slipping in right-footed. Now a chance for McGree to run here. They've got bodies on the right and the left of Middlesbrough. Edge of the box, Callum Britton drills it to the back post. Strelec was waiting. Didn't get there though. In the end, the outstretched boot of Taylor does the work, and he had to. Otherwise, that would have been 2-0. And then a lovely ball to Femi Aziz, who's through. Femi Aziz, right edge of the penalty area. Direct from Millwall. Oh, he tries to take on Dale Fry, and Fry comfortably looks after it. Then looks to find Target, and the ball stays in. And in fact, Aziz is penalised for the foul on Target on the far side.
Well, I think it was an excellent ball in behind the defensive unit of Middlesbrough there. Femi Aziz, he allowed the ball to bounce, he allowed that defensive unit to get in. I think he's got to take his first touch again forward towards the goal and not allow Target and that to get set, but then he tries that little trick. You know, he needs to be better there, he needs to create for Ivanovic, who's just waiting for the release pass as well.
I get the feeling Femi Aziz then was just proving your point that he's not quite on it today.
Well, I don't understand it, because it's an excellent ball in behind. You know, Middlesbrough, you ask that question, what are they going to do now? They've got the goal, they've went to get the second, haven't they? They're playing all out, throwing players forward, so they're leaving little holes in behind, and that's an excellent ball to capitalise off the back of that. Aziz has made and timed his run perfectly, but as soon as you let the ball bounce once, twice, 3 times, you've got Melander, you've got Target back in position. So again, if you take that first touch, take the ball in the full towards the Middlesbrough goal, you don't allow them to get defensively set.
Well, it won't surprise you to hear numbers-wise, 14 shots so far for Middlesbrough, 2 on target, just the 3 so far from Millwall. But again, 14 shots but only 2 on target. Tells the story of recent times for Middlesbrough, but they lead here by a goal to 0 with just about 5 minutes remaining in this first half on Talksport. McGree slips it through. The charge is on here from Brown, but Patterson will get there first at the edge of the penalty area, and his ball forward allows Ayling and Coburn to battle down this left-hand side, and this time Coburn kind of got there. There was a little shove in the back from Ayling, and yet the throw on this near side goes Middlesbrough's way.
again, it's clever, isn't it? The referee, the linesman's this side as well, so you can't see that, but Coburn has to be stronger there. They're both at it. There's been a few challenges go back and forth between Ayling and Coburn as well. He must know that it's going to come. You know, I played against Luke Ayling, I know exactly what he's all about. Those little niggles, the little nips as well. He's in your ear all the while as well.
All right, no need to show me. 5 minutes to go. It's all going off here up on the gantry at the Riverside. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0 on Talksport. Possession with Millwall midway inside their own half. Here's Caleb Taylor, gives it short to Billy Mitchell. Down this left-hand side, it's scooped forward by Cooper. Looking for Coburn again, Ayling goes down. And it's another soft free kick from Anthony Backhouse that goes Luke Ayling's way. And it'll give Middlesbrough a chance to clear their lines.
Yeah, I'm not having it just now, Anthony Backhouse. I don't understand what Josh Coburn can do there. He's in body to body. Ayling's went down and went to grab the ball. It's never been a free kick.
Some very strange decisions coming, but Luke Ayling very well protecting as things stand. Now, on that left-hand side, here's Conway. Conway into McGree. McGree edge of the penalty area, just tried to work it onto his left foot. Got intercepted. Here's Callum Britton, right-hand edge of the penalty area. Level with the penalty spot. Drills it across. And it's blocked behind again by Cooper for another corner.
Again, it's an excellent ball. It's an excellent run from McGree as well. But he's basically on the 18-yard line, essentially. Why has he got to manipulate the ball onto his left foot? Just take the shot on. You know, that opportunity's not it's going to vanish. He's took it onto his left. It's defensively marshalled out, but it's a great opportunity just to let one go, and that's the question of Patterson.
Scored for Australia on Tuesday. He's only got one in his last 7 in the Championship. Riley McGree always seems a little bit reluctant to get those shots away when we've seen him.
But the possessions that he picks up, technically the ability is fantastic. The way that he brings other players in as well.
Target's corner towards the back post. Patterson's come for it and missed it. And yet again, Fry with a free header in this one. He's put behind.
Yeah, he was already in there. Dale Fry there, Patterson in no man's land when he's come out, and all Dale Fry has to do is basically just let the ball hit off him, put it back across into the danger area, and who's going to be alive to that? In fairness, he could even probably go for goal, but there was a player on the line.
Yeah, because Dale Fry has won 4 of those headers now at the back post. At what point do Millwall change it or put someone against him, because he's winning it every time?
Yeah, well, it's a good argument. You know, the player has to take responsibility. You know,
would you go one in front,
they've got two. They've got 2 on him as well, but again, one should basically marshal him. The other one can go and get that free header on the ball, but he does go and attack it very, very well, Fry.
Sturge on the charge down this left-hand side, wins his side a throw. Again, a little further back this time, not quite level with the edge of the penalty area, probably about 20 yards from goal. Into the last 2 minutes of the first half on Talksport. EFL Live. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. Adrian's going round the grounds from 2:30 this afternoon. He'll be here, of course, at half-time to look back on the opening 45 minutes as Sturge puts another cross in and Conway blocks it out and behind for a corner down this left-hand side. Millwall trying to get themselves on terms just before half-time.
Yeah, this is massive. This is when you look at Femi Aziz. He knows himself that he needs to deliver more than what he's shown today. So again, you look at the quality, how aggressive the players are in the box. Can he put one right on the money?
22 goals this season from set pieces. Aziz's cross towards the back post is over the top of everyone. For some reason, I'm not sure, Caleb Taylor was on a knee as though he was going to propose to the Middlesbrough defender on that occasion. It went over his head. Now Conway with a chance to counter and space down that left-hand side. Strelix in the middle if he can be found by Alan Brown. Brown plays it across first time, goes behind everyone. Riley McGree first touch, gets the shot away and it's blocked behind for another corner on this right-hand side. Devastating counter-attack from Middlesbrough. But again, it comes to nothing.
Yeah, again, fantastic quality as well. It's an excellent ball from Tommy Conway to find Brown, and it's Strelic that probably makes Brown's mind up. I think Brown can still take the touch into the box, commit the defender, and then maybe cut it back to a Conway or a McGree. And again, a fantastic defensive block from Kramer as well on McGree there, because he gets the ball away from him, just gets that little nick, just can't generate the power on his left foot.
Last 30 seconds of the first half. There will of course be added time, but I can't see more than about a minute for any additional injuries or stoppages we've had in this opening 45 minutes at the Riverside. Home fans are happy right now. They lead by a goal to 0. That one again is low into the near post from Target. Brown again was making the run. Apologies from Target because I don't think the delivery was quite what he wanted. And Ayling absolutely furious as well. and it'll be 2 added minutes at the end of this first half. We're into stoppage time on Talksport. Middlesbrough leading by a goal to 0. Aidan Morris gives it back to Fry at the edge of the centre circle. Out wide to the left-hand side where he picks out Conway. Conway looking to cut in onto his right foot, skips past the challenge, and Femi Aziz takes him down, gives away the free kick off the angle of the box on the left-hand side. Another opportunity for Middlesbrough from a set-piece.
Yeah, I think they've been very much in control, haven't they? I think used the ball very well, defended well. You know, I think been a little bit more direct as well, maybe looking to get into those channels a little bit more kind of from back to front, rather than bouncing it into the likes of a Morris, a McGree, Alan Brown, albeit they are rotating well to kind of get on the ball, but they have got those little passes in and definitely controlled majority of this game so far.
It's going to be a left-foot out swinger from Target on that left-hand side. It's probably about 10 yards outside the edge of the penalty area, right on the left edge of the box, on that far side, the Middlesbrough left. 5 are in the box, left-footed, swung over straight into the arms of Patterson, who gathers quickly and looks just to try and unload it, and he does to this left-hand side, and he finds Sturge. We've had a minute of the 2 added at the end of the first half, but Sturge's ball forward is intercepted by Callum Britton on halfway, who then tries to play it out wide on this near side to Aidan Morris, who goes down. The referee not interested, but will give the throw the way of Middlesbrough on this near side.
Yeah, I just felt it was an opportunity there when you're looking at Britain just to clip it into the channel. I think that's what Hellberg wants, albeit Aidan Morris wants the ball to feet.
Morris just feeling that in his right glutamus maximus, it would appear.
Yeah,
down below.
Strong challenge from Sturgeon behind.
Ayling's throw down the line, half-headed away, comes nicely towards Sturge on this near side for Millwall. He loses out to Morris, who puts it into touch. It'll be a throw on this left-hand side. In fact, it won't, because Anthony Backhouse says enough is enough. And it's Dale Fry who gets the acclaim as he leaves the pitch at the Riverside. It's his goal that separates these two sides after a pulsating opening 45 minutes, dominated by Middlesbrough. They finally got the breakthrough, courtesy of Dale Fry, who probably should have put them ahead earlier in the game. They've had numerous other opportunities, in fact 18 shots in total, but it's just the one goal to show for it at half-time at the Riverside. Middlesbrough are staying second in the Championship. It's Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0.
Well, they are, but Chris Awellamo, let's go back to what we were talking about before the game, and all the stats are there for Middlesbrough. The attacking stats there. They're underscoring, underperforming on their XG. They should have scored 2 by now, according to the XG. Passes in the successful passes in the final third, miles more than Millwall, who haven't really turned up, and 1-0 is a very slender lead, bearing in mind the attacking domination that Middlesbrough have had. So they could feel happy they're 1-0 up, Middlesbrough fans, but I think they'll be a little bit concerned because they've seen this story before, Chris.
Yeah, they have. You know, and there will be a concern there, but they have been in control. They have had really excellent moments playing into that final third, and like you say, how many times, and I know you're watching the game as well, Adrian, how many times have they turned down taking that shot, to pulling the trigger, looking for that extra pass when there's no need to try and find or create a little bit of space. Now, it's been excellent. They weathered the storm. It was 50-50, wasn't it? They had to go and win the battles. They grew into the game. They got that little bit of control, forced Millwall onto the back foot. Quality coming in from the right hand side. Callum Britton, I called it before the game, excellent quality. You know what you're going to get. Balls coming in, and they've got bodies throwing themselves and getting themselves into those areas as well. But have they asked too many questions of Patterson? I know there's been a few last minute blocks from Millwall, if it's a Taylor, a Cooper, a Billy Mitchell on occasion as well that's threw themselves at it. So I think he'll be pleased with it, but there's always going to be a concern because this defence do leak goals as well, and that's something that they have to be very, very mindful of.
Well, Dale Fry, he's been at Borough since he was 7. He's now 28. He knows nothing else, approaching 300 games in a Middlesbrough shirt. He's the captain. He's from the Borough as well. He could have had a hat-trick first half. Yep. There's a terrific block from Aziz, who's not had a good first half, late in the half. But first chance that he had, well, let's talk about the goal, because it's for the second time. Deep cross to the back post. Yet again, Dale Fry, totally unmarked. Millwall just giving him more space than an astronaut. I just don't get it. He fluffed it first time on the volley. second time, buried the header. There was no stopping it second time. It's a terrific finish, but he's unmarked.
Yeah, he's been so dominant, hasn't he? So straight away, it's down to the players having a little bit of communication and saying, look, he's got too much to me. Someone switch it up. I mean, you look at the players that they've got there as well. You know what I mean? It's, you know, like a Cooper, a Taylor, you know, Denora, you know what I mean? Cramer can come in and definitely help out there. He has got two on him as well, but he's been so dominant. The first one, I think he's got to put that in the back of the net as well. I think he thinks he's going to get hit from Patterson, which is very unlike Dale Fry as well. He usually puts his body on the line, but the header, the ball itself was fantastic, and then he reads the flight of it, and it's just all about just making the connection at that, the power. Anthony Patterson can't do nothing about it, but that is something that Millwall definitely have to kind of try and contain and definitely deal with a lot better. Just players take it. For me, it was I wasn't trusted defensively to go and mark someone. I just got told to mark a space, and wherever the ball lands, go and head it, and that's what I done.
You weren't trusted to mark anybody.
Well, ask Alan Pardew. Ask Alan Pardew. He used to say, big man, just get yourself in an area. Wherever the ball goes, you just go and head the ball. It's just one of them. I was a striker, Adrian. That's not my job to mark people in the box, is it?
Well, just listening to the commentary, you've been literally man-marking Adam Bridge during that first half. Brilliant stuff. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0 at half-time. There's a game in League 1 that kicked off at 12:30. No goals there. Doncaster 0, Mansfield Town 0. But at half-time, Middlesbrough are staying in the top two. This is a big half-time team talk from the manager, and a big second half coming up at the Riverside as well. We get it live on Talksport.
For some, the best gifts come at Christmas. For others, it's a birthday. But for Brian, the best gift is his Toyota annual service. Because Toyota gift him a new warranty with every Toyota service until his vehicle turns 10.
Service all done, Brian. Oh, I love this time of year.
Celebrate a new warranty with every eligible service until your vehicle turns 10 at Toyota. Book your service at Jemka Edgware Road or visit toyota.co.uk. Eligible services are available until the vehicle turns 10 years old or 100,000 miles. T's and C's apply.
Fancy a trip to France without the fancy price tag? Go all Irish. With great low prices, travel from Dover to Calais with Irish ferries and you'll have France at your feet in 90 minutes. Can, less. More money, less money. You get the picture. Get a warm Irish welcome on board and a cool pint of the black stuff on us. Zero alcohol, of course. When you book direct at irishferries.com. Escargot then. Irish Ferries. See travel differently. T's and C's apply.
EFL live on Talksport with McDonald's. The Big Arch is here to stay at McDonald's with its very own delicious sauce. Available from 11 a.m. subject to availability. Price and participation may vary.
Live tomorrow night, exclusively on DAZN. Derek Chisora.
A true warrior.
Versus Deontay Wilder.
Hardest puncher.
An icon will fall. Watch only on DAZN.
Listen up, football fans. BetMGM brings Vegas entertainment to the biggest games and the biggest names. Because when it comes to betting on football, we're in a league of our own, baby. Offers? Oh, you know we got offers. Like bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM. It's showtime. New customers only. Wagering requirements and conditions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
Simply Business.
How does it feel to have my own plumbing business?
Simply Business.
Except I've just cut off something I shouldn't have.
Simply Business.
Now my arm's in plaster and the bathroom's flooded.
Simply Business.
Well, at least I know I'm insured. Guess who sorted it?
Simply Business.
For business insurance quotes in as little as 7 minutes, search
Simply Business.
Terms, conditions and acceptance criteria apply. UK only.
At AJ Bell, we believe every customer deserves brilliant service, which is just one reason we're rated excellent on Trustpilot. And we all trust pilots, with their smooth, captainy voices that make you feel like you'd let them land anywhere they like. Sorry, where was I? Right, AJ Bell, rated excellent by sexy pilots. I mean Trustpilot. I'm a flight risk. AJ Bell, feel good investing. The value of your investments can go up or down.
Jack Reacher will make 3 stops today. Not all of them were planned for. Faced with a call for help from a mysterious source, Reacher soon finds himself outnumbered, cornered, and ambushed. But if there's one thing to know about the world's favorite anti-hero, it's that Reacher always lines up his exit strategy. Exit Strategy. The brand new Jack Reacher novel is out now in paperback.
Our great land is tough enough to take everything the weather throws at it. And at Johnston's Trade Paints, we're bringing that same strength to the indoors. With our range of exceptionally durable, hard-wearing paints, including cleanable matte, tough against stains and easy to maintain, Ultralast matte for an extra long-lasting finish, and AquaGuard water-based wood and metal paint resisting scuffs and wear. Find out more at johnstonstrade.com. Johnston's Trade, as tough as it gets.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £72 million. That's enough to get your hands in the air. Woo!
Wow, you really don't care. Get in tonight's Euro Millions draw. Play on app.
Estimated jackpot. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
McDonald's cards are here. 24 cards to find and free food in every pack. Enter cards in the McDonald's app and complete sets with over £4 million in cash prizes to be won. McDonald's cards. 18 plus UK only with selected meals subject to availability. Ends 27th of April. App may be required. See mcdrules.co.uk.
Football is the hero. Game day live. Talksport.
Just 29 days remain in this marathon championship season, and come the 2nd of May, one of these two sides could be sat on the brink of the promised land of the Premier League. Early ball into the edge of the penalty, slips away nicely, the shot deflected over the crossbar. Early effort, and it's away for a corner, away to our right-hand side. Tommy Conway with a shot. Breaks towards the edge of the box. The shot driven in first time, and then over the bar. Fired over the top by Dale Fry. Comes out on this right edge of the penalty area, where it's picked up again by Morris, and then Brown towards the back post. Diving header. Dale Fry makes amends for his earlier error.
Well, it's a wonderful goal. Excellent ball as well. Just a bit being alive to the second phase.
The one thing you can say about Millwall is they do score goals. They've scored in the last 14 championship games. Shot coming in from the edge of the penalty area from Ivanovic, took a deflection, and it had Sol Brynn spinning away to his right-hand side, and it wasn't far away.
Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0 at half-time. Back to the Riverside for the second half very shortly. But let's have a quick look at the 3 o'clock games up and coming. I'm Adrian Durham here at the Hawthorns, where it's going to be around the grounds. All the goals as they go in. And West Brom Wrexham live on Talksport 2 as well. Co-commentary for that is Alvin Martin, former England World Cup defender, is alongside me. You okay, Alvin?
I'm very well, thanks, Dave.
Good. We've got Adrian Clark, who's a game affecting both ends. Oxford's against Hull. Clark, you okay?
Good afternoon, boys. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, real good. And actually, down at the bottom, I'll start with you, Adrian, because down at the bottom, it is shaping up nicely. Oxford on a little bit of a run, and then they lose, and you wonder how they're going to bounce back from that. And a tough game, and a tough run-in for Oxford as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not going to be easy for them, but they're a funny team, Oxford. They've rallied, there's no doubt about that. They're actually in better form than Hull across the last 6 games, but they've got this amazing record against the good teams here at the Kassam. You know, they drew with Coventry, they drew with Borough, they beat Ipswich, I was here for that one, they drew with Millwall, they beat Southampton, beat Derby. They haven't really beat anyone else apart from the sides at the top end of the table here at the Kassam. So this is the kind of game they seem to raise themselves for, Oxford United. And look, they're battling hard. They've got a chance because those around them aren't exactly showing great consistency, are they, at the moment? So yeah, it's all to play for.
Yeah, fans have been fantastic. Took 3,000 to Southampton. Will Lancashire had a great chance, one-on-one, missed it, and I think it affected him. So it'll be interesting to see his reaction and their reaction as a team to losing at Southampton. No shame in that, but they were on a bit of a roll. Here at the Hawthorns, West Brom against Wrexham. And Alvin, Wrexham's story is phenomenal. If they get another promotion, this is just, it's unprecedented, isn't it? And actually people will say, well, it's the Hollywood backing and all that. Same manager all the way through, Phil Parkinson. That's the incredible bit.
Yeah, look, there's one thing actually throwing money at it. There's another thing making great decisions with the money that you're throwing at it. And I think they're getting everything right. You can't do that with that consistency. And with that manager, I think they haven't gone Hollywood with the manager. With all due respect to Phil, he's a real experienced manager, steady. He's not going to sell you tickets, does he? A movie, you know. But no, he just gets the job done. And I think they've got so many things right on and off the pitch. And look, it is a wonderful story, and it would be an incredible thing for them to get into the playoffs. If they did get in the playoffs, you know, you wouldn't want to play against them.
No, that's right. And The incredible thing for me is he's had to rebuild with every division season after season, and I think that's a lot more difficult than we all realise.
And it's something that, you know, maybe a prettier manager, you know, with a bigger profile, won more things, etc. The thing is with Phil, he's got such a remarkable library inside his head. So he knows every player in every division. I guarantee he could name everyone. And he knows what they can do. He knows all about their backgrounds. The detail that is in his brain is incredible, Adrian. You only get that with years and years and years of experience. So, it was a no-brainer, and they've been proved right. It's all about getting it, keeping the momentum. I think once you've got the momentum, keeping it, and they've got goals in them. They're a team that they play sometimes not as pretty as the others, but they get the job done.
It's the first time Wrexham have ever played here at the Hawthorns in their history. And a quick one on West Brom, third manager of the season, but it looks like James Morrison, the interim, is going to be the one to keep them up.
Well, look, he's had an instant reaction. I think the results are there, and we were just talking off air, Adrian, about these West Brom players. They're better than the performances. They're better than their league position, no doubt about it. So if you are going to take over as a manager, you want talent to be able to work with, and he's certainly got that. Look, and the last few results, when you look at the impact he's had. I mean, I looked at the Bristol City game, and you know, they didn't look like losing. You know, I think they've got a solidness about them. I think he had one save to make, I think, Griffiths. So that gives you an indication of how well they're playing when they're limiting the opposition and they're looking like they've got goals in. No, it was only one goal in the last game, but they have got players now, the forward players, who are starting to look like confidence is coming back, and I don't expect them to have any problems.
Adrian, who do you think's going down then?
Who do I think's going down? Well, Wednesday are down, aren't they? I do think. Yeah. I do think. Well, this is a big weekend for Leicester City, isn't it? I think that if they have a bad Easter, and they really shouldn't, because they've got Preston at home, who aren't in any kind of form, and then they've got Sheffield Wednesday away. That's 6 points begging to be taken, I think. But can Leicester go out there and grab it? If they can't, I think Leicester City are in real trouble. And then I would say it's probably between Oxford and Pompey are the ones with no momentum, aren't they? So you know what? I'm going to go with Pompey to drop in, maybe with Oxford, because I think Hull, they're sort of away day specialists. They've got 10 away wins this season, Hull. I think they'll probably come here today and win the game. And that might take the wind out of Oxford's sails. So Oxford and Pompey for me. But look, it's pure guesswork, because, you know, 4 or 5 of them could go.
Adrian, we'll speak to you a little bit later. Alvin, we'll speak to you later as well. You're on Talksport 2 for the commentary, and well done on your England legacy cap midweek as well.
Thanks, Adrian.
Yeah, thoroughly deserved. Shame you couldn't get on the pitch. Let's go back to the Riverside. A quick one for Chris Owellamo. We've been talking about Oxford against Hull. Ollie McBurney for Scotland, should that be happening? Should it be an option? Because, I mean, his stats this season are phenomenal. Yes or no?
Yes, 100%.
We'll see later. He's got remarkable stats, Ollie McBurney. Should be up front for Hull at Oxford. They're about to kick off at the Riverside. Middlesbrough lead Millwall 1-0 second half with Chris Owellamo and Adam Bridge.
I've never known him give such a swift answer to a question. We're about to get underway at the start of the second half here, and it is going to be Millwall who get us underway, kicking from left to right in this second 45 minutes towards that south stand away to our right-hand side, and just adjacent to where the travelling supporters who've made the 290-mile journey up from the New Den to the Riverside for this early fixture on Good Friday. 1-0 to Middlesbrough at half-time then. Teams are unchanged. Probably no surprise, although the way Aziz was playing, you'd have wondered if he'd come out for the second half, but he has, and he's committed the first foul of the half as well, and it's going to be a free kick right in front of the dugouts for the challenge on Aidan Morris, which gives me a chance to run through the two teams for you. Solbrin is the goalkeeper for Middlesbrough. Malander, Fry and Ayling across the back as the three, of course. Fry the goal scorer. Targett and Britton the two wing-backs. McGree, Morris, Brown and Conway all providing support to Strelec at various times for Middlesbrough. And it's Strelec who's got the ball at his feet now, trying to hold off Billy Mitchell. Does well. It's worked towards the edge of the penalty area where McGree was waiting, and in the end it's shepherded safely back into the arms of Patterson, who's in goal for Millwall. Crammer, Taylor, Cooper, Sturge across the back. Denor and Mitchell in midfield, with Negley, Aziz and Coburn supporting Ivanovic up top for Alex Neil's side. Chris Owellamo alongside me. I suspect the Millwall players who were first out have come out having had some thunderous words maybe from Alex Neil.
Yeah, I think he would have had some strong words. I think a few of the leaders in the group as well would have said I know someone would have grabbed Femi Aziz and says you need to step it up, because this is a game where it's needed, very much in the conversation for automatic promotion. Can go second if they win. I've not seen enough all round. You know what you're going to get from a Mitchell, you know what you're going to get to a Denori as well in there. So I need a little bit more. At the minute, Middlesbrough in control. What a touch that was by Strelic, by the way. Did you see that? Fired into him. Fantastic first touch as well. They have to just manage the game. I think this is where Kim Hillberg will be. I think his in-game management for me has been questionable. Edmondson coming on in the last game here at against Bristol City for me shouldn't have happened, and actually made the error to concede the corner that they conceded from.
Denor's ball forward is intercepted, and a chance for Middlesbrough to pick it up on halfway here, and they do with Aidan Morris. Morris out wide to this left-hand side. Brown was there. Now Conway will cut back in field onto his right foot. He's had a good game today, Tommy Conway, giving a bit of stick beforehand for the amount of touches in the box and his failure to score, but he's done plenty more today and has certainly assisted Middlesbrough in having the advantage here, as they do 2.5 minutes in this second half, leading by a goal to nil, and at the moment staying second in the Championship and in those automatic promotion places.
Well, when you look at it with Tommy Conway, he's going to be judged on goals and goals alone, but if he's not scoring and he's doing all the other bits, that's why Kim Hillberg starts him.
Ayling's ball over the top here for Britain. Up goes Patterson and shepherds it out of play. Had Zach Sturge with him all the way there on the far side, but Patterson just going to make sure Britain was on the charge. It was a decent ball from Ayling, very direct, which we've seen a little bit more of that today from this Middlesbrough side, and on plenty of occasions it's been fairly effective as well. It gives Millwall a chance to build from the back once more with the help of Cooper and Caleb Taylor, his first proper season, Championship level for Taylor after joining from West Bromwich Albion. All his previous loans tended to be in the lower reaches of the EFL. Here is Cooper on that far side, the 5th highest appearance maker for Millwall. Appearance 427 for him today. He's been impressive. 39th Championship start of the season, and it's a throw on the far side for Millwall.
Yeah, well, when you look at Millwall, when they have the ball, both centre backs, Taylor and Cooper, they split, and it just forces Cramer and Sturge a little bit on, and Patterson has that distribution that he can find the full backs. Just Sturge, his touch was backwards, really kind of put his own team under a little bit more pressure there.
Picked up in the middle of the park very well by Alan Brown. He's putting the heartache of that penalty miss in the shootout for World Cup qualification behind him, as a ball is then played through to Coburn as he loses possession, but again it was good work from Solberg. He was alert to the danger, he was off his line, and he was clearing from the edge of his penalty area.
Excellent goalkeeping as well, and I think that was the right ball as well. Coburn had the run on Ayling. Excellent ball as well from Denor as well, but that's what you've got, the responsibility as a goalkeeper. You have to come up and see the danger and sweep it up as well.
I suppose the worry will be for Millwall, they're not really creating many opportunities, are they? For a side who scores so frequently as they do, they're not actually forcing Bryn into saves and creating moments of panic.
No, not too much. I'll put that down to the dominance of Middlesbrough with the ball, or I guess the lack of quality and the balls from Aziz, which is usually on the money.
If anything, it's Middlesbrough that look the more likely. Another ball through there from Callum Britton into the channel. McGree was chasing, but slightly overhit it, and the ball skips out of play.
Look, if you were to ask me now, is a second goal needed? I'd say yes, 100%. I think it's one of those, because the longer this game goes on at this scoreline, Middlesbrough will start to take a little bit more risk, risk and reward, throwing everything at it, and it's just caused a little bit of organised chaos towards the latter stages of this game.
The Talksport app will be your friend this weekend, that's for sure, because not only do we have a whole day today of live football for you, 3 o'clock this afternoon, West Brom against Wrexham is live in the Championship over on Talksport 2, but then tonight on Talksport it's commentary against Derby. Can commentary take another step forward towards winning the Championship and that automatic promotion as well? Adrian will take you around the grounds from 2:30 this afternoon. Lincoln could be promoted today as well and find themselves in the Championship next season. And then of course we've got all 4 FA Cup quarter-finals for you across Saturday and Sunday, with the Man City Liverpool game exclusive from 12:45 tomorrow lunchtime. Chelsea against Port Vale without Enzo Fernandez at 5:15, of course. Details on that on the website talksport.com, and Jason Cundy will want your views on the phone in from 5:30 today. Here's Strelic on the charge for Middlesbrough. Acres of space for Matt Target, first time shot, and it's comfortably saved by Patterson. It was straight at him. Target's having a terrific goal scoring season, 4 so far this campaign, but that one straight down the goalkeeper's throat.
Yeah, it was an excellent bit of quality there from Middlesbrough. The break as well. Strelic again, as soon as he turns inside, I think he should just take another touch. He passes the ball to Target, but there's just not enough pace on it. Looks like Crammer can go and intercept it, and Target's not sure, a little bit unsure if it's going to make it or not. Gets a shot on target anyway, but not with the quality that he usually has.
Throwing down this right hand side for Millwall as they look to try and launch an attack of their own at the start of this second half. All the numbers in Middlesbrough's favour in the opening 45 minutes, and they've started the same in the second half really. Millwall not offering too much so far. There are options on the bench, of course, for Alex Neil, which I'm sure he'll already be thinking about, may have even thought about some of them at half-time, particularly given the performance of the likes of Femi Aziz. But because he's a big game player, because he's someone who can make a difference, he's going to leave him out there.
Yeah, just a moment of magic, you know what I mean? That's all it takes. He just needs to get into the game a little bit more.
Tristan Crammer down the right-hand side, right-footed ball clipped into the box. Coburn was coming in, had to be dealt with. The run was tracked all the way by Luke Ayling, and it goes out of play on this near side for what will be a throw right by the corner flag.
Yeah, I think that's the right ball as well from Crammer as well. You know, you're looking at Luke Ayling defensively, has to do his job there, make sure he gets across the flight, the path of the ball there. Coburn's in behind, just the ball, can it be in behind the last defender and goalkeeper for Coburn to go and attack rather than behind him?
Throw taken short by Aziz, left-footed ball swung in, it's touched goalwards and it was deflected, and the keeper makes a brilliant save, and then it's cleared away from inside the 6-yard area, not very far though, driven back in that time by Crammer. Edge of the box, clipped through, chases on, keeper comes for it again, spills it, Coburn with a shot, and the referee says actually the keeper was fouled in the process, and it will be a free kick for Middlesbrough. Well, what a moment, a terrific save from Solbrin, first time off the deflection, and then two more interventions to deny Millwall scoring.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's too much in it, the contact to give the free kick, but you can't take anything away from the two saves. Good quality coming into the box, kept alive, fantastic reaction save as well, and I'm delighted the referee never gave a free kick against Coburn going and challenging Solbrin, because it's a fair challenge, contacting the ball. He does lead with the arm, so if it's given there can't be too many arguments, but it's this second one as well, just kept alive. Solbrin just comes out to it, and he's brave, he knows he has to go and try and make some sort of contact. He does go to the floor, doesn't he, Taylor?
That's quite interesting, because the referee did wait to see what happened with Coburn's shot before it was then blocked on the line, and then making the final decision to give the free kick. Anthony Backhouse is the man in charge. He's got his whistles to his lips again here for a foul on Tommy Conway, and this will be a free kick for Middlesbrough about 15 yards inside their own half.
Yeah, but it's much better from Millwall. It just shows you, you know, with the right quality coming into the box, they can be a real threat.
Cleared away by Dale Fry, the goal scorer from the edge of his own penalty area, and it's taken down nicely for Millwall and picked up in the middle of the park by Billy Mitchell. Much bigger season this season for Billy Mitchell, his 24th start. He only managed 9 championship starts last season. Another goal from him, he hasn't actually scored one. His only senior goal was in 2021 against Bristol City. Nothing since for Mitchell. And it's back with Ayling deep inside his own half, away to our right hand side for Middlesbrough. Clips the ball forward. Strelec was the target, and it's out of play on the far side for what will be another throw to Middlesbrough. Good intervention that time from Jake Cooper.
Yeah, Jake Cooper there, I think he can release the ball a little bit earlier. And looking at Strelec, Conway, you know, he doesn't give any of the centre-backs any time. Strelec, I think he marshals them quite well.
Target attempts across from this left-hand side. It's picked up by Casper De Noor, who's on the charge, and now Aziz with a chance to show what he's got down this right-hand side. Just skips past Target, still going towards the edge of the penalty area, tries to put the early cross in, and it's good defending from Alan Brown on this near side, puts it out for a throw right by the corner flag.
Yeah, much better. Femi Aziz gets at his man, little one through the legs round, but something that Alan Brown sees that danger, tries to double up on him, comes across and nullifies that threat.
55 minutes played. You're listening to Talksport. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. We'll get the team news from the other championship games shortly. Here is Aziz on this left-hand side, or right-hand side, should I say. Good challenge from Conway again, doing his defensive duty as well as offering going forward for Middlesbrough today. It's been impressive. Aziz by the corner flag again with another opportunity. Just throws long this time towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's well flicked on, and it's cleared away again by Aidan Morris from inside the Middlesbrough penalty area. Conway's gone down wanting a free kick again. The referee waves this one away, and it will be a throw-in on this left-hand side for Middlesbrough, level with the edge of their own penalty area.
Yeah, I think it's important for Middlesbrough that they don't allow Aziz to get too many touches to kind of feel his way into this match. I think they're marshalling them quite well. Target, Brown, everyone trying to double up to make sure that they nullifies that threat.
Here's the throw on this near side, which Target will take. Just evades the head that time of Tristan Kramer. Comes down to Denor. Helped back to Kramer. He's going to look to play an early ball here. Is he? Goes out wide to Aziz. Lovely bit of skill. Kramer's helped on its way. Now Denor, right hand side with a cross. Blocked out by Dale Fry. Best passage of play this from the visitors. And they've got themselves another corner.
Yeah, excellent. Kramer, Aziz and Denor all linking up there. And again, it's marshalled well defensively, stopping that cross, not allowing it to come in the box. But again, Denor getting himself in behind. Great little one round the corner from Kramer as well. Just about that end product, isn't it? Defending well here, Middlesbrough.
Aziz will deliver this corner from this right hand side. Set piece specialists are Millwall. Left footed towards the back post, heading down and goals across the face of goal. Chance to drill it in. It's over the line. It's got to be over the line. Bryn thought it made the save. The referee blows. It is in. And it's Josh Coburn who goes away celebrating with the Millwall supporters. He scored against his former side. Bryn thought he kept it out, but Anthony Backhouse got the signal on his watch, and Millwall have got themselves level. We mentioned earlier, they do score every game. It's 15 in a row, and they've got themselves level in this top of the table tussle in the Championship this Good Friday. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 1.
Well, it's an excellent goal. They have grown into this game, haven't they? Taken some moments, shown a little bit of quality as well. Ball to the back post, kept alive. You know, you thought the opportunity wasn't just going to drop right. No one really kind of getting that shot. As soon as it falls to Coburn, he got some excellent power on it as well, and it's a strong arm from Solbrin. You know, I'm looking at that, it's Cooper that just keeps it alive, but he struck it so well. He's so unlucky with the save there. Can't take anything away from the finish itself. He struck it well, knew exactly where the goal was, got the laces behind it, and Solbrin was very unlucky just to not be able to keep it out there.
7 for the season for Josh Coburn. That's 4 in his last 5 in the Championship. He's red hot, and Millwall are level at the Riverside. Boy, have we got just over 30 minutes of tension to come here, for sure. Middlesbrough dominated the game. Millwall, first real good opportunity they've had, and they've scored. How can Middlesbrough respond? Right hand side of the box, Britton tries to drive a ball across. Sturge is there to intervene, puts it out for a throw on the far side, level with the edge of the penalty area.
Look, it's game on now. This is where Middlesbrough are going to be tested here. This is where the fans, you can feel the nervous energy as well. They have to show the character, show that quality, the braveness, the coolness, the calmness. They got on the ball and dictated how they were. Millwall just kind of upped the pace a little bit, took a little bit more risk, showed a little bit more quality in that middle third and attacking third, and off the back of it they've got a goal.
You're listening to EFL Live on Talksport with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability. Price may vary. Almost an hour gone. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 1 in the Championship. Right hand side. Here's Caleb Taylor, and he's closed down sufficiently by Conway, but only to concede the goal kick. And again, the question will be, will Patterson go long, or is he going to try and play out from the back?
Well, I think he has to go long. You know, when you're playing it to the likes of Taylor and Cooper, I wouldn't say they're the most comfortable to receive it when there's an ongoing press, but he's gone short again. But it makes no sense to me when you've got the likes of Coburn. They won the majority of his aerial duels as well.
Well, we did say when they'd scored one that we felt a second would be needed. They didn't get it despite their dominance, and Millwall have made them pay. One apiece. On the far side, it's come down to Billy Mitchell. Mitchell on towards Sturge, who was further forward now. Middlesbrough on the counter. There's 4 forward here. It's a 4-3-3, although there are more blue shirts getting back. Here's Conway down the left-hand side. On his right foot, Conway tries to get the shot away. Brilliantly blocked by Tristan Kramer. Comes out again to target. Now on this left-hand side, edge of the penalty area. McGree gives it to Alan Brown. Brown infield to Malander. Malander then down this left-hand side. Challenged late maybe by Coburn, but the referee lets it go. Now his target combining with McGree, closed out by 3 blue shirts on this left edge of the penalty area. They keep the ball. Target then slips a delightful ball in for a brilliant run made by Aidan Morris. That was clever football from Middlesbrough. Morris didn't really get any contact on it though, and it runs into the arm of Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, excellent ball from Matt Target as well, and that's what this Middlesbrough side do. It's the movement, it's the little runs all around that in that final third. Excellent little run from Aidan Morris. Target weight of pass was outstanding, and all he's trying to do, Aidan Morris, is just kind of help it on the way Just can he either put it across the face or even get it on target? Ask the question of Patterson.
Here come Millwall down the right. Aziz on the charge. Ball of feet in the box. Left-footed shot. Britton palms it away. And Ayling will get it clear from the edge of the 6-yard area. That's more like it from Aziz. Here they come down the left-hand side this time. Chance to ball in from Negley. It's over the top of Aziz, who was waiting. He was the meat in a Middlesbrough sandwich for a moment then. Down this right-hand side, Conway gets it into the penalty area again for Target. And now Middlesbrough look to play out from the back and try and develop something through Alan Brown.
Well, that's what you want, Femi Aziz. Welcome to the game. It's he shows that quality coming inside, puts Matt Target on his backside and gets his shot away. Like you say, Alan Brown and Matt Target then having to double up on him with that good quality coming in from the left-hand side.
McGree tries to step away from Billy Mitchell. The 2-8s go toe-to-toe in the centre circle, but Mitchell stepped across and won that battle. Negley out wide to the left-hand side, finds Sturge. Sturge's ball in, Coburn at the back post just over the top of him, and it'll come out to Aziz on this near side. Middlesbrough getting stretched, the game is end-to-end, it's open now. Aziz, right foot into the back post, Sturge arriving, nods it down and into Ayling, and behind for a corner to Millwall.
Well, has to do better for me, Sturge. Femi Aziz cannot do no more. He's basically 2 yards from goal on an angle from the post, the back post there. He has to hit the goal on the full. He heads it into the ground, basically near his feet. It's an excellent ball in from Aziz. Takes every defender out. He's got to hit the target there for me, Adam.
First change of the afternoon coming for Millwall. Casper de Noor back from injury, departs just beyond the hour mark, and he's going to be replaced by Barry Bannon. So Bannon will enter the fray. It's going to be a corner to Millwall. Let's quickly get the team news from the Hawthorns with John Dunn.
One change for West Brom from their 1-0 win at Bristol City. Skipper Jed Wallace is injured. Jamaldeen Jimo Alaba is his replacement. Albion 4 points clear from safety. Wrexham unchanged from their 2-1 win at Sheffield United. They're a place outside the playoffs on goal difference at the Hawthorns, West Brom and Wrexham.
Yeah, no loss in 4 for West Brom. James Morrison doing an excellent job. Wrexham on the road, really good, 6 wins in 8. That game live on Talksport 2 this afternoon from 3 o'clock. Here's that corner for Millwall on the far side. Bannon's on, but it's going to be Aziz who will take it left-footed. Drills it across as well with power. Nodded down goalwards on that occasion by Jake Cooper, and it's into the ground and into the arms of Sol Brynn.
Again, just trying to capitalise on that back post. Hit it long, hit it deep. And like you say, Jake Cooper, it was on target. The header just couldn't generate any power. But at the minute, look, they're winning on every second ball.
Yeah, brilliant foot in that time from Finn Azaz on that far side. Now a chance to break away again for Millwall. Negley, infield to the feet of Mitchell. Bannon now playing that slightly deeper role, but he'll be pulling strings from there. It's Bannon with his first touch of the game. Back to halfway, where he finds Cooper. Switching out to this right-hand side. Tristan Crammer on the charge. Everyone hemmed inside the Middlesbrough half now. Crammer down this right-hand side. Has got the support, he feels, of Aziz, but he's going to run that out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick away to our right-hand side. Leicester sit 22nd in the Championship. Preston, the visitors to the King Power. Team news from Jeff Peters.
Yeah, Jordan James is out for the Foxes. He got injured with Wales. It's a huge blow. Macassar replaces him. Osmajic, Vukovic and Jebison all returned late from international duty, meeting up with the Preston squad last night. Osmajic starts, but Small replaces Vukovic. Their only change here at the King Power.
Thanks, Jeff. Conway with it for Middlesbrough, midway inside his own half. We'll head to the Kassam shortly. On halfway, though, Middlesbrough have it with Strelec coming forward. He's got 2 red shirts ahead of him. One of those is Conway. The other was McGree, who sets Conway away down the left-hand side. Strelec having a real battle royal with Caleb Taylor. Goes down at the edge of the penalty area. There's Conway, and it's given us a free kick right on the edge of the box, 16 yards out from goal for Middlesbrough.
It's not a free kick. It's not a free kick. He does a little step over. He drags the ball. There is no contact whatsoever. He's actually fallen to ground as he takes the ball away. And the thing is, the referee backhouse, he's right there. He's watching it. He's 4 metres from it.
I don't think he's had a great game today, to be fair. His 22nd Championship game of the season for Anthony Backhouse. They're lining up this free kick. We will go to the Kassam shortly to get that team news on the game between Oxford and Hull. Of course, Oxford haven't lost in 3 at home, and Hull, of course, in those playoff places, but have been stuttering just a little bit in recent weeks. Here's the free kick out on this left-hand side, about a yard outside the box to the left-hand side, 16 yards out from goal. Callum Britton, right-footed, looking for those 6 red shirts, goes direct, tipped over the bar in the end, and it had to be by Anthony Patterson. It'll be a corner for Middlesbrough. Let's Let's get the team news then from the Kassam with Dave Rowe.
Oxford in the bottom three. They bring in Ruskin and Donnelly in place of Spencer and Curry from their last game. There are 5 changes for Hull City, including in goal where Dylan Phillips starts. Panda just back from international duty on the bench. Also coming in Hughes, Coyle, Lundstrom and Ballumi.
Changes galore then at the Kassam for Dave Rowe. Adrian Clark, the former Arsenal winger, will be alongside Dave watching that one this afternoon from 2:30 here on Talksport. It's Target with the corner swung in, and Ayling gets there with the first header. He was tracked all the way by Coburn, who according to Anthony Backhouse got the last touch. It'll be another corner, take 2 from this left hand side, identical for Middlesbrough.
Well, Coburn had to be alert there, had to follow the run, make sure he could try and marshal, put Ayling off every way possible, gets that final contact, good defensive challenge.
Target may go a little deeper this time, although Ayling's made the same run again. He wins the same header again. This one he does put over the crossbar and behind. Midway point of the second half here. Middlesbrough 0. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 1. You're listening to Talk Sport. Team news from Carrow Road for Norwich against Portsmouth comes from Mike Sewell.
3 changes for Norwich, who have a different central defence of Medic and Darling. Wright also starts. Pompey make 5 changes, including returns for Ipswich loanee Connor Chaplin and Colby Bishop, who scored a hat-trick in the corresponding fixture last season.
Just 1 defeat in 14 at home for Birmingham City. Blackburn are the visitors today at St Andrews. Anil Kandola.
2 changes for Birmingham from the defeat to Derby as Doyle and Roberts come into the starting 11. And as for Blackburn, 4 changes with Wharton, Pickering, Cantwell and Ohashi start, with new signing Nathan Redmond on the bench here this afternoon. It's Birmingham versus Blackburn from St Andrews.
Millwall on the attack here at the Riverside. It's with Bannon out to the left-hand side. Sturge is there, tries to get the first-time crossing. It's blocked out by Callum Britton. The ball balloons into those travelling Millwall supporters on the far side at this packed-out Riverside. It's going to be a throw 5 yards from the corner flag for Millwall.
Well, Barry Bannon's actually a little bit more advanced than Billy Mitchell. I thought Barry Bannon would go on and give Billy Mitchell that right to go and press a little bit higher in that, but they have an understanding, maybe sharing the responsibility.
Here it comes to Bannon on the volley, and it's a scissor kick volley that goes over the top of the crossbar, and Solgren was watching it all the way. One more piece of Championship team news for you, and in one of the more surprising moves during the international break, the return of Roy Hodgson to management. Charlton against Bristol City today, watched for us by Sam Ellard.
Yeah, Roy Hodgson names his first Bristol City starting 11. Pring and Bird come in from the team beaten by West Brom, a 4th loss in 5 matches. Charlton just 1 defeat in 4, 9 clear of safety, bringing Kelman from the team, but lost to Norwich last time out. 3 points separating the 2 sides in the table. It's Charlton v Bristol City.
Thanks, Sam. We've got reporters as well at 3 games in League 1, the potential for Lincoln to be promoted. A couple of games in League 2 for you as well as we go round the grounds in the EFL this Good Friday with Adrian from 2:30 this afternoon. And we'll bring you that live commentary of West Brom against Wrexham on Talksport 2 from 3 o'clock. And then tonight here on Talksport, it's Coventry against Derby from 8. In between that, the game day phone-in, Max Scott and Jason Gundy, of course, fresh from his hair transplant. I'm fairly sure they'll be talking about the fact that Enzo Fernandez has been dropped for the next 2 games by Chelsea, according to Liam Rossigna today. Your views on the phone-in from 5:30. Middlesbrough on the attack. Strelick down this left-hand side. Looks to ping a ball across the penalty area, but it's blocked out and it'll be a throw on this left-hand side. Throw taken by Target, gets it in short to the feet of Aidan Morris. Morris then just looks to play the ball infield to Conway. Conway tracked all the way, and well, I think before Tristan Cameron even got close to him, Conway was looking to go down and win a free kick, which he's done several times during this game effectively. Referee Anthony Backhouse has fought most of them. Here's McGree through after the touch from Strelick, but it's gathered by Anthony Patterson, and Millwall will have a chance to build again. 20 minutes to go, 1-1.
Yeah, you look at Middlesbrough, you know, they are showing quality. I think Millwall are going a little bit more direct, albeit I think Coburn and Ivanovic link up and have a really good understanding of each other as well. If it's to gamble in behind or to play off the front, I think that's really evident, that relationship there. But Middlesbrough having all the ball without really troubling Anthony Patterson in the Millwall goal.
33 points won on the road so far this season for Millwall, the most they've ever won away in a season was 34. That was back in 87, 88, 1991, playing in the higher tiers. It really has been an impressive run. They've won 5 of the last 7 away in the Championship. Is there a point, Chris, if you're Alex Neil, you've gone to Ipswich and you've got a draw, you've come here and got a draw, is it not a bad result for Millwall?
No, I don't think a point's a bad result at all, but I think this game really hangs in the balance. Another little bit moment of quality. They are seeing a lot more of the ball, albeit Middlesbrough are showing more quality with it. But I think when they get into that middle third, this man's been outstanding today, Coburn. I think if he's not winning it, Middlesbrough aren't winning it. Millwall picking up second balls, especially this second half as well.
Tristan Crammer down the right-hand side, loops the ball towards the back post, and it looked like it was going to evade everyone and land towards Coburn, but there's too much on it and goes out of play for what will be a goal kick away to our right-hand side. 31st of January was the last time Middlesbrough won here at the Riverside. They beat Norwich 62 days ago, that was. The fans, no wonder they're getting slightly frustrated around us. One apiece, they've been in front again. They were in front against Bristol City when we were here.
Yeah, you can understand, I think, that the fans' frustration as well in games where they've had some big chances, albeit today I think there's been, Millwall have defended well, thrown their body on the line, but time and time again, what they're saying. I was talking to a few fans walking in, they say, we're going to need to score 2 today, or we already know what's going to happen, and it's exactly the case, isn't it?
Aziz whips that ball in, it's up in the air. Ayling with the first header, and the second header comes from target. It still makes its way to Coburn at the edge of the penalty area. He's hassled out the way by Ayling. And there's acres of space here down the left hand side for Conway to run into. Strelic's there with him, charge from Ayling on the right hand side. Conway's going to try and go all the way, and it's a brilliant block by Billy Mitchell, and then Ayling tries to drive it across, and Sturge is there to clear it out as well, and it's a corner for Middlesbrough.
I don't think he can take the shot on. I think when he takes that last touch just before he steadies himself, he's committed the defender. That's when he's got to release it. If it's to Ayling, it's to cut it inside to Strelic. I think it was Brown that was there with him as well, albeit okay, he's got the shot away, it's a block, but I think it's an easy block to make. He should have really capitalised there. As soon as he takes his touch across Sturge, I think he takes that next touch, I think he's got to release, he's got to look to try and get someone else in.
End to end, Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 1, 17 minutes to go. That's painted short to the near post. Brown's made that run again, gets a touch, hacked away from the near post by Aziz, and then away a second time by Femi Aziz up towards halfway, and it will go out of play. No, target keeps it in. Middlesbrough will build again from halfway, where it's picked up by Brown, out wide to that right hand side. Brown again picking it up, looking for a run down the right hand side, which doesn't come. Good foot in that time from Femi Aziz.
You cannot have any passengers now. I'm looking at Negley, Camille Negley for Millwall. It's just the game's just going on around him at the minute. He's not really influenced, he's not picking up. You cannot have any passengers. 1-1, game's massive.
A record against teams in the top 6, not great. Millwall, they've won 2 of 9. No wins versus the 3 above them, either against Coventry or against Ipswich or Middlesbrough. Hence why a point maybe not a bad result. Here's Conway, tries the shot, and it literally stops between the legs that time of Caleb Taylor. And a chance to get it away. It's a poor pass out on this right hand side by Crammer, because the ball's been intercepted towards the edge of the box. Now a chance maybe at the edge of the area for Brown. Brown just teasing, steps inside the penalty area, gets support from Callum Britton, who's got not really anywhere to turn out to the right, so has to go to the left where Conway's waiting. He's trying to cut in on his right foot, gives it to McGree. McGree gets the cross towards the back post. Chance for Morris to finish, gets it stuck under his feet and couldn't get the shot away for Aidan Morris. And it's cleared all the way back to Bryn, away to our right hand side, but it got stuck under his feet. He's not known for his goal scoring, and boy did it show there.
Yeah, but he's got quality, and that's fantastic from Conway and McGree to just carve up that opening as well. The ball come to him, he's got to just take it on first time. I don't know why he's trying to control it. Just come on to the ball and just hit it into the roof of the net there with the quality that he's got.
Quarter of an hour remaining. You're listening to Talksport. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 1. Pass through that time from towards Conway, was intercepted. It was an attempted 1-2 between him and McGree at the edge of the penalty area. Now Bannon picks up the ball. He's not going to go on a charging run, is Bannon. He'll try and play a first time pass to Ivanovic, but it gets cut out on this near side, and they win it back on halfway. Alan Brown through towards Morris again, who had a really good opportunity moments ago to put Middlesbrough 2-1 up. Here's McGree, edge of the penalty area. The ball goes through to Strelic, and the save is brilliant from Patterson, but the offside flag is up on the far side from Emily Carney. It looked offside to me, but she hadn't put the flag up straight away, and I thought, well, maybe this is his chance, but Strelic, the effort was saved anyway.
Yeah, but it was excellent play. Aidan Morris into Riley McGree. The first touch was excellent. For me, again, I think he's in the D. I think he should get the shot away, but he's tried to find Strelic that he thought was in a 100% a better position, albeit offside. Don't take the gamble. for me. You know, you look at the quality of McGree. He can strike it with both feet. He's got a wonderful strike. Take the shot on, because he can even take the touch into the box and then get the shot away there.
He's only got 5 goals this season. I mean, this is twice I've seen him recently. The Bristol City game with you here as well. He just doesn't want to shoot. The amount of good positions he's been in where he just doesn't want to take the chance.
He has real influence on the game, and it's understandable why Kim Hellberg, even after the long flight, wants him to play, because he picks up great positions. He's technically fantastic on the ball, but I bet he's one of the best finishers as well. It's just it's bizarre. It's all about keeping the ball, keeping the game ticking, playing it, moving the ball. Take the shot on. Ask the question.
This time tomorrow on Talksport, we'll be at the Etihad for our live and exclusive coverage of Manchester City against Liverpool, the first of the FA Cup quarter-finals. Chelsea against Port Vale will follow that. Southampton against Arsenal will follow that too. And then we'll finish the night with some boxing. Chisora, of course, in action. It's going to be a cracker against Deontay Wilder. The build-up is on Talksport to the undercard. And then from 10 o'clock, we'll be live for Chisora and Wilder. Being the boxing expert that you are at the moment, of course, fighting live on the Talksport boxing YouTube channel on the 17th of April. Who are you having tomorrow night? Chisora or Wilder?
Yeah, Chisora for me tomorrow.
Okay. I've seen some of the sparring videos. You remind me a little bit of James Bone Crusher Smith from the old days.
I'll take it if I can imitate any boxer that you know. I'll take that.
We've got a change here. It looks like Target's coming off. He looked like he picked up a little bit of a knock. And it's the first change for Middlesbrough. And Alex Bangura is the player that's coming on. 10th appearance of the season. Achilles injuries meant only 9 appearances prior to today since May 2024. But he's coming on into that left wing back position for Middlesbrough for the final 12 minutes or so of this game. By the way, the other FA Cup quarter-final, and you mentioned 3 of them there. West Ham against Leeds, that's Sunday afternoon from 4:30. And if you think we're done then, don't forget we've got a whole day of Championship football for you on Monday as well, getting underway again with a 12:30 kickoff between Portsmouth and Oxford. So plenty of live football across this Easter weekend for you. That's why you'll need the app, so you can listen secretly while you're on your Easter egg hunts and all those kind of things, or being dragged around the shops, whichever it may be tomorrow afternoon. Millwall with possession, midway inside their own half. Can we find a winner in this game? 12 minutes to go. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 1. Edge of his own penalty area. Patterson has it for Millwall. Just toying with Strelec at this moment in time as he launches it forward. Coburn tries to go up and win the header. Bannon will nod it down to Sturge on that far side. Back with Bannon on halfway. And it's controlled on that left-hand side by Taylor, and then Cooper, and helped on its way to the right by Crammer. And there's a bit of space for him to run into here. And he's got Femi Aziz out here too on this near side. Onto that left foot of his. Lovely ball. Just needs a touch! As Brim was coming out and completely missed it. It did get a touch from Ayling up in the air. And it's with Aziz on this near side again. A little touch, he's fouled. It'll be a free kick on this right-hand side.
I've got to say, it's a wonderful ball in from Femi Aziz. And Luke Ayling, defensively, if he doesn't touch it, it's going straight in. It's going straight in. It's fantastic defending. For one, having to follow the run. But Femi Aziz can't have that time and space. Alex Bangura's just come on. He has to make sure he gets in the face of Femi Aziz there. Not allow the cross to come in.
The free kick is a couple of yards off the angle of the box on the right-hand side. No surprise that Solbrun is setting up at least a 2-man wall here. Riley McGree and Tommy Conway are the 2 players in the wall. I'm not sure they're going to be much use against the left foot of Femi Aziz here. We are right behind this. Aziz is sizing this up for his left foot. Chance for Millwall with 10 minutes to go. Free kick on this right-hand side. Arm in the air from Aziz, but he's only going one place and he's drilled it low, and in the end it's a body across. I think it was it Strelec who's thrown himself across the penalty area and blocked that one out for what will be a throw by the corner flag.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad ball. He's just trying to kind of place it into that back post area or along the crown with a little bit of pace, a lot of bodies running across the face of Solbrun, or the path they're running, the ball path there. Don't mind that.
Negley lifts the ball into the box, it bounces through towards everyone, and Coburn's coming round the back, and the offside flag is up, and it will be a free kick for Middlesbrough. Brim was all over the place, the defenders were all over the place. and it will be a free kick.
Well, I'm looking on the monitor, and I'm being honest, I don't know how anyone can be offside, because it's a Middlesbrough shot that's central, that's furthest. I need to have a look at it again. I tell you, it's tight, isn't it?
It's a very tight call on this near side, but just slightly offside, and it counts in the end. It was an arm, probably more than anything, an elbow, a shoulder maybe. 9 minutes to play, 1-1 on Talksport. It's going to be as you were. Middlesbrough will stay in second. The gap will still be 2 points. Ipswich will be rubbing their hands. They're live on Talksport 2 on Monday afternoon. They're not playing today because they were due to play Southampton, who are in FA Cup quarter-final action. That's a good ball through from Ayling. It's taken really well in his stride by Strelic, and then there was a foul at the edge of the penalty area on Jake Cooper, and it's a free kick that goes the way of the visitors.
Yeah, free kick all day long. I think he knew he was going to take a sore run there, Jake Cooper. Just the ball got away from Strelic. He's in. Strelic's committed to the challenge as well. He's cleared the ball, and he's left with a sore one there as well. I've got to say, Backhouse, the referee was in an excellent position there, got that one spot on.
Macaulay Langstaff is preparing to come on down below. 8 minutes to go. 1-1 it remains. So far, they've already 3 more points and 2 more wins than they managed last season of Millwall. That shows how well Alex Neil has done, and as a manager as well. His career ratio is 41% of wins. This season, he's up at 51%, so he's even outperforming himself, is Alex Neil, throughout this campaign. They really are the surprise package of this championship season. Probably Hull as well, to be fair. Both in the spots at the moment for playoff places, but certainly in Millwall's case, they are dreaming of more. They need another goal to put themselves in the top 2. Sturge lays it back to Patterson. Patterson's first time clearance. Ayling wins it. Little touch finds Mitchell, who pirouettes and then finds Negley. Negley over halfway, driving forward. Ball out wide to this right-hand side. Tristan Crammer is there. Crammer then into space. Lovely 1-2 with Aziz. Then Crammer, beautiful cross. Brindle get a touch to it, and then the touch was enough just to take it away from Sturge, who was arriving at the back post, and that's out of play for a corner.
Shouldn't be enough. Shouldn't be. Never got enough from the ball. Sturge for me there, has to get some sort of contact to put it back across the face of goal. Sol Brent, it's an excellent ball in from Crammer as well. I'm just watching it now on the monitor as well. Sol Brent gets little fingertips to it, but Sturge, he's got enough time to correct that, and I don't understand what he's doing there. Put it back across the face. Sol Brent's out the game.
Much better second half performance this from Millwall. 6.5 minutes to go. Bannon with the corner on the far side in front of those Millwall supporters, and it's one of those floating ones towards the back post. It's headed back into the danger zone. The keeper comes, he gets plenty on it after Caleb Taylor's header, and he gets enough on it. Ayling tries to break away, but Bannon snuffs out the danger, and Millwall gather possession again inside the centre circle. Right hand side, here is Taylor coming forward. To the right he goes. Aziz on the charge. Femi Aziz got 2 round him and does not enough because he's intercepted by Morris. And now a charge down this right hand side for Bangura, and he runs it into touch off a Millwall player. In fact, it's going to be a free kick, should I say, and a change coming, and we're going to see the departure of Ivanovic and the arrival of Macaulay Langstaff to replace him.
Yeah, I think Ivanovic has done very well, having that understanding with Coburn. Macaulay Langstaff as well, one that will float around him, get on the ball, a threat in front of goal as well. Femi Aziz had an opportunity, just do what you bring it onto your left, end product, put the ball in the box.
You're listening to EFL Live on Talksport with McDonald's. Order delivery on the McDonald's app from 11 a.m, 18 plus. Fees apply to delivery orders, subject to availability. Price may vary. 1-1, 5 minutes to go. Given away by Middlesbrough. Bannon, he's got Coburn ahead of him. Bannon still going, finds Coburn at the edge of the penalty area. He's already scored once for Millwall against his former side. He's scored twice for Millwall against his former side. Into the bottom corner. It's a brilliant finish from Josh Coburn, who throws himself towards the Millwall fans in the far corner. And yet again, Middlesbrough's dominance has been undone at the Riverside. The fans are streaking out the stadium, and it's no surprise. Coburn with a delightful finish. He's picked his spot in the bottom corner. He's got 2 against his former club, and Millwall have turned this round in the second half. It's Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 2.
Well, it was coming, I have to say. I think looked the more threatening. Barry Bannon, excellent way to pass to Coburn. What does he do? Takes that first touch in the box as well, just faces up his man, doesn't have to beat him, just manipulates the ball onto his right, just finds that bottom corner with a little bit of pace and accuracy. And Solbrand's a little bit, probably sees it a little bit late, unsighted by the defender in front of him, but he can't take anything away from the finish. He's been an absolute presence today, you know, dominant, held the ball up strong, went and harried without the ball, chased it, and deserves the goals. He deserves them.
It is a brilliant finish. As a striker,
finish.
You can appreciate every bit of that, can't you?
Let's look Ayling as well. That battle's been going on from the first minute as well. You know, he just doesn't even need to beat him. Just takes it onto his right, absolutely a yard, and then just curls it round. You look Ayling into that bottom right-hand corner. Solbrand doesn't have a chance there.
Strelec is giving that to McGree. McGree loses it. Middlesbrough get it back. Morris on that far side. Ayling's coming down that far touchline. Sarmiento is ready to come on for Middlesbrough. We have just 3 minutes remaining. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 2. On that far side, it's going to be clipped through in towards the edge of the penalty area. Bannon gets the first block, doesn't follow it up. Morris does well. Here's McGree. McGree gets the shot away, takes a deflection and a corner on this left-hand side. What this means is for the first time this season, Millwall will move up to second in the table. They will go above Middlesbrough. They will move on to 72 points. Middlesbrough on 71, and Ipswich will sit in fourth place on 69. That's as things stand. There's still time here. Middlesbrough have a corner down this left-hand side. Are Millwall getting their first win against the teams above them in the Championship this season? Are Millwall, who've never been in the Premier League, moving into an automatic promotion place? Corner to be taken on this left-hand side. McGree was going to take it. He's left it for Callum Britton. Everyone is forward in and around the Millwall penalty area. Right-footed. Britton swings it over. Patterson comes for it. Does he get a touch? No, he doesn't, according to the referee. And it's out of play for what will be a goal kick away to our left-hand side. He may have actually taken out Caleb Taylor or Jake. I think he's taken out Jake Cooper that time. Sarmiento's coming on, and it's Callum Britton that's going off.
Yeah, it's like you say, you got to affect the game. Sarmiento, you know what you're going to get. A player that's very direct. He'll drive. He'll try and influence the game. Got on the ball. For me, it's can they capitalise? You know, especially down that right-hand side. You know what I mean? It's so important now that they defend well and they manage the game, which they have done this second half. I think in transition they've been excellent. Millwall, you know, forcing the error in the middle third, the attacking third, and then building from there.
They haven't won 10 away games in the second tier since 1987-88, and that was the last time they won promotion to the top tier. Could it be Millwall's year? Could they be the ones who join the almost certain Coventry? Ayling puts a ball into the penalty area. Mitchell's back there to deal with it. Out of play for a throw on the far side to Middlesbrough. We are entering the final minute here. There are plenty of empty seats around the Riverside from the home supporters. Some have stayed, to be fair, but a fair few, the disgruntled ones, they've departed. They've seen this book, they've read it, they've seen the ending, they know what happens. It's happened too many times. This would be 5 games without a win at home, potentially. They got in front against Bristol City last time out and ended up drawing. They got in front here today, and now they find themselves behind with 30 seconds of normal time to play. On this left-hand side, it's Alan Brown. Brown with the ball at feet, but the work of Billy Mitchell just to stop him doing anything apart from go backwards to Dale Fry. Bangura on this left-hand side gets it from Malanda. Malanda infield. Here's Brown again, forced backwards to Dale Fry inside his own half. Middlesbrough need to be going forward, but the press from Millwall is very good. They are stopping them advancing into the Millwall half and just forcing them back every time.
Yeah, they've done that all game, I have to say. When you look at that front five, it's just understanding if it's Barry Bannon now or Billy Mitchell, they allow that front four, front five to go and press. You know, and they do it with purpose as well. You know, not in ones and twos. So important as well, forcing Middlesbrough back, and this is where we spoke about it before the game. Middlesbrough can't affect it. They don't have a different out player. You know, the big target man. They can go a bit direct, pick up second balls in that final third.
5 minutes of added time. We've had 30 seconds of the 5 added already. It's Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 2. As it stands, Millwall are second in the Championship. On a charge through the middle is Brown, does well, feeds the ball off to McGree. Here come Middlesbrough, edge of the box, Conway, Bangura on the overlap, well snuffed out on this near side by Tristan Crammer. Then down goes Conway, and Crammer can't believe he's given away a free kick again. Conway has won, 5 or 6 of those in this game?
And that one, you can't raise your hands. You can't put any hands on the back of Conway there. You know exactly the play. He's been playing against him the whole game. So it's a silly one to give. He's going away from goal. Just make sure he knows that you're there, but don't put the hands on the back.
Free kick to be taken out wide here. It's midway between the touchline and the edge of the penalty area, probably around level with the penalty spot. I think Aidan Morris is the man that's going to deliver this one.
Look at Will calling Langstaff. That position's so important. Aidan Morris, Tommy Conway just trying to take him away now. Aidan Morris just going to find it in there with pace.
Right footed ball in, it's taking a deflection on towards the edge of that 6-yard area, only half cleared, they can't get it away. Bangura tries to get the shot away, appeals for handball, and in and around the 6-yard area, the referee not interested, and it's out for a throw on the far side, which McGree takes quickly, finds Ayling. We've had almost 2 minutes of the 5 added. It's still Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 2. Ayling on that far side. Ayling's trying to get the cross away. In the end, he tries to go low. It's blocked out by Sturge at the edge of the penalty area. There's no better team than Millwall just to try and stop you making progress. Oh, a slip by Conway. And now the break on. Billy Mitchell, he's got Coburn aside him. Mitchell's still going. Edge of the box. Mitchell with a shot. Tries to get it over the top of Sol Bryn, and in the end it'll be a goal kick for Middlesbrough away to our right hand side.
Yeah, just a slip there, a real opportunity for Billy Mitchell as well. Coburn was breaking his neck to try and get up and support, just wanted a wee reverse pass there, but Malanda, good defending, just showed Billy Mitchell one way, and then he went for the little dink, wasn't it?
£5 million Millwall paid Middlesbrough for Josh Coburn. He's repaid it by plenty today, particularly if ultimately these goals help send Millwall to the Premier League. Conway's on the charge here towards the edge of the penalty area. Here's Bangura, pulls it back, shot blocked by by Taylor in fact at the edge of the 6-yard area. Now a chance to drive it in from Brown, takes a deflection wide, and it will be a corner on the far side. Middlesbrough keep pushing, they keep pushing, they've got a corner.
Yeah, and this is taking the shot on as well. This is what I expect from them from the get-go. Keep the shot on, not those little passes. Now Jake Cooper there got the block in as well.
Keepers up,
very well.
Keepers up, Sol Bryn's up. Here's the corner, left-footed swung over. Bryn tries to get there, he can't, Bangura does. We're in the final 2 minutes of added time. Conway, too much of a heavy touch, intercepted by Cooper, back into the back post, danger zone, free chance to shoot and score. Great block by the keeper as McGree came in. The keeper is still up, and Ayling will win another corner on the far side. 90 seconds to go, pandemonium at the Riverside. Here comes the ball with Sarmiento, right edge of the box, trying to work it. They've got to load it, the keeper's still in the box. Load the ball in the box. Ayling does, swings it to the back post. Fry wins the first header, nearly comes down to the keeper. Sol Bryn, who now just stays up there, he's still forward. Here comes Brown, going to swing it in. Final minute, too much on it, way too much on it, over the top of Patterson's goal and behind, and half of the Middlesbrough players fall to their knees. There's going to be 2 more substitutions here for Millwall, and there's a minute of added time, and that is the moment when the mass exodus of the Middlesbrough supporters begins.
Yeah, and rightfully so. I can't believe Sarmiento and Luke Ayling having little pass about the edge of the box when, so their keeper's in the box waiting for the ball to come in. Put it in. I've got to say, defended well there. Barry Bannon, Jake Cooper, outstanding. Patterson with a little save. Jake Cooper then clearing up the little kind of the rebound off it as well. Just throwing their bodies in the line, which they've done all game.
Dan McNamara has come onto the field of play, as has Luke Cundle as well, as Millwall look to see this one out. 20 seconds of added time. Patterson's taken his time. I would say we're going to at least play over by 30 seconds, maybe more, given the time it took for those substitutions. Header by Bannon into touch on this near side. Millwall lead 2-1. Well into stoppage time at the Riverside. Millwall are going into the automatic promotion places as things stand. Header away, good header by Caleb Taylor, taken down by Coburn. He's surely going to run it to the corner. No, Negley is on that far side. Negley away down that left hand side. There's 3 red shirts converging on him. He gives it back to Zach Sturge. Sturge on that left hand side will turn. gives it once more, short to Jake Cooper. Cooper down and into space. Ball being held up on that far side quite cleverly this time round by Langstaff, by the corner flag. Now they win it back, Middlesbrough. Here comes Malander. The referee must be checking his watch. We've had 40 seconds over the 5 minutes. Bannon goes in to win it, but it's still with Bangura, who goes direct. Forward he goes, looking to try and find Fry. And there is the final whistle. And Millwall, the Lions are roaring at the Riverside. They find themselves second in the Championship. They're in the automatic promotion places and have just moved a giant step towards getting to the Premier League for the very first time. Middlesbrough have faltered again on home ground. That's 5 now without a victory. And Millwall have their 10th away win of the season, the most points they've ever managed on the road. They've set themselves up once more this Good Friday, being a great Friday. The Millwall fans who've made the over 500-mile round trip on the far side, they are celebrating in style, and tonight they should be celebrating Josh Coburn. His double against his former side gives Millwall the win and puts them in the top 2 of the Championship. It definitely wasn't on my bingo card at the start of this Championship season that Millwall would be in the second automatic promotion place, but they are, and Middlesbrough slipped down into the playoffs. They've spent the most amount of time of any team in the top 2, but now they're out of it, and it's Millwall who take their place. Full time at the Riverside. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 2.
Borough blow it again. They were top in mid-February, 220 days in total in the top 2. Now they sit 3rd in the table behind Millwall. 2 wins in 9 for Borough, but this is about Millwall. This is about Josh Coburn going back to his old club. They were happy to let him go to Millwall, and he's happy to score against them. He didn't mind celebrating, and why not? It's taken Millwall into the top 2. And Chris Owellamo, the stats are all Middlesbrough. This is exactly the story we were talking about before the game. They've dominated the stats. Their XG is over 3, and they've only scored 1, and they've lost the game. They've blown the lead. They've blown a top 2 place. But let's look at Millwall. They could be in the Premier League next season, and you mentioned it before about their running. They don't face a side currently in the top 9 between now and the end of the season. They face 3 of the bottom 5 in the run-in. Millwall very much could be Premier League next season.
Adrian, it's absolutely unbelievable, and you think about what Alex Neil has done throughout this campaign with the injuries, depleted squad, no excuses. You know, he went out there, he put it on the players, the demands that they delivered for him, got some results. After a bad decision, I've already spoken about it. Man getting sent off. It's a money business. It's massive. It is massive. They were completely in control of that game. The red card rescinded, Sturridge back in. But when you look at it, the next game is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. And it's up against like you say, a very, very good Norwich side as well. So it's so important. It's just one game at a time now. The old football cliche as well. You know what Alex Neil will be. He'll be absolutely delighted. The boys, you see them all going up to Coburn. Why not celebrate? You know what? He comes back. You want to get one over your old club. I've done it enough times, Adrian. You want to get one over your old club. You know, he's come back. He's been outstanding today. They are the real deal. You know, it's for me, getting the goal into Portman Road and coming away with a point just sets them up. It just shows there's no excuses. Let's just get back on the bike again. Let's go again and back to winning ways. What a result this is. It just sets them up. It sets them up.
Absolutely does. Coburn with both goals. The first one, he smashed it at Sol Bryn, who possibly should keep it out, but it squirms underneath him and over the line. And that second one, the winner, Malander, so casual, gives it away cheaply in his own half. He then casually jogs back. He's pointing at all his teammates, saying, you do this, as he strolls back into position. I'm wondering what's going on in his head. And then you've got Coburn. He's fed by Bannon, edge of the box. Luke Ayling shows him on his right foot, and then doesn't put his body in the way. What are Middlesbrough doing?
Yeah, defensively, that's where Luke Ayling has to do better, get a little bit closer. And let me just tell you something as well, just on the monitor in front of her, guess who got man of the match? Femi Aziz. Talk to me, what is going on with football today? Coburn goes and gets 2 goals. Femi Aziz was poor, he had 2 moments of magic in the second half, and he's walking off with the trophy. And Coburn thinking it's a bit of a banter, they're walking off together now. I tell you what, Middlesbrough, for me, they need to manage games better. They got that first goal, you can see it completely in control, all the stats, they have to react. Maybe this is what's needed for them to actually get back to doing what is right, just being clinical. They're trying to take shots on when it's like 5-6 minutes to go. That's what they should be doing every chance the goal presents itself. I don't know why they wait until it's a little bit of chaos when they need to go and score the goal. Do that when it's 0-0, do that when they're 1-0 up, go and put the game to bed.
Listen, they had 32 shots. Middlesbrough, 32. You are bang on with your assessment there. I was going to talk to you about Aziz because I actually think he was player of the match as well. And the reason I say that is because he woke up at half time. And whether it's Alex Neil. No, seriously, Alex Neil got stuck into him at half time and then came out second half. I thought he made a big difference. I get that you're a goal scorer, Chris, and I get that Coburn probably thinks he deserves it. And actually, if Femi Aziz turns to him and says, actually, this is yours, mate, I wouldn't be surprised. But the fact that Femi Aziz did wake up second half is the key to Millwall winning the game.
I get your argument, and it's something that me and Adam did speak about. You know, I think it was so important that when he got on the ball, he made things happen, he got at his player, he had end product, good deliveries coming into the box as well. It just gives Millwall a little bit of momentum as well. He had a cut in a couple of shots as well. So yeah, but he has to showcase that, Adrian, from the first minute. You know, he can't be a passenger for the first 45-50 minutes of the game. You know, and I think Millwall had a few passengers, albeit they'll be stopping off at a few services, getting a few top-ups with the beers on the way home as well, and thoroughly deserved, albeit the game on Monday, that's a bit of an exaggeration.
What about Middlesbrough, very quickly? What does Kim Helberg do? He can't complain about anything there. He can't moan about throw-ins taking ages or time wasting or not enough time added on. He's got to have a look at himself and his team.
Well, Millwall didn't come and park the bus, so what can he say? They weren't good enough. They controlled the game, they had more of it. All the stats say that. They have to be clinical, they have to take the shot on, and it's one of them that they've got such good players in those attacking areas that can all strike the ball, left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. I do not know why they always try and make the extra pass, or, you know, because they've got so many options, they've got bodies running there to create those overloads, but still get the shot away. You know, I don't understand it. I've covered the last 3 home games now, Adrian. It's the same story. The fans know exactly what they're going to see. They have to be clinical in those moments.
And Millwall, for their part, you just got to sit back and admire. And listen, it probably won't win any, football awards for the prettiest game we've ever seen, but Alex Neil seems to know exactly what he's doing. And the thing that I love about Millwall, you talk about them, bouncing back. They lose at home to Blackburn out of nowhere, but they bounce back with a draw against Ipswich. They bounce back with a victory at Middlesbrough today, live on Talksport. You have to admire that character and just a little thing, building a squad. And mid-season he goes to get Barry Bannon. Anybody could have got Barry Bannon, and today he's come up with his first assist, and that's for the winning goal. So just those little things during the season that really make a difference and add a couple more points onto the target, and there they are in the top 2.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what it is. Bringing in players that the character of, that are going to be saying the right things, have the right mindset as well. He does drive a very, very hard, a hard bargain. He puts a lot of pressure on his players. That's all kept in-house the way it should be as well. But he put the bands on the 1st of July, Adrian, when they walked in. He says, I want promotion this year. I think we're good enough for promotion. I have that belief in you. The players have bought into that. No matter the excuses, the injuries, no matter the decisions that go against you, that are very, very big moments in the campaign, we bounce it. We go back. We got on the bike again. We bounce back. We showcase exactly what we want. The fans, ever present today, 500-mile round trip, absolutely outstanding. They'll be absolutely delighted as well.
They will. And just to finish off that analysis of the Millwall win and how Middlesbrough played into 3 figures again with the successful final third passes, more than double the amount that Millwall had. It doesn't matter, Chris, because Middlesbrough lost the game. They're out of the top 2, and Millwall are into the automatic promotion places. Deep down, hand on heart, Millwall top 2 with that run in. It is on, but realistically, is it going to happen when you've got Ipswich with that squad chasing, when you've got Middlesbrough who've been there for so many days trying to get back in? Will Millwall do this?
Well, you said it at the start of the show. Easter weekend makes or breaks the season, and I think this win stays it all. Ipswich, with the quality they have, it's inconsistency. They're not there. 2 words. Yeah, it's just the inconsistency. So I just say it's all in Millwall's hands for me now. If they can carry on delivering the performance that they've done, they will answer. They will do the job.
Brilliant stuff, Chris Sowellamo, Adam Bridge. Thank you very much. Millwall come from behind to win at Middlesbrough live on Talksport, and Millwall are now top 2. They're in the automatic places. Could they be Premier League next season? We'll have all the big games, the crucial games between now and the end of the season from the Championship live on the Talksport network. We're going to take you around the grounds this afternoon. All the goals as they go in on Talksport.